Hello and welcome to BFG Tabletop. I am your host and GM tonight, Ray. We are here via the Star Wars Tides of Change role-playing game club on Facebook. There's also a link to our club page below. First off, I'd like to thank John over at Red Dice Diaries for these amazing overlays he made for the game tonight. And then we'll get into some introductions. Guys, tell us about your players, and then if you have a channel you want to promote, feel free. We'll start from my left to right. It'll be Chris, Curtis, Robson, and then Ryan.
Okay, my name is Chris. I am playing Vendry the Spy, who you can think of probably as the future equivalent of Greenpeace. He's a big lover of nature. He used to be a photographer before things went to hell, and that's what sort of led him to join the rebels. I don't know what else you want to say at this point. That's basically it. Since I didn't make this character, I don't have much more of a background on him.
All right. Go ahead, Curtis.
Okay, hey, I'm Curtis. I'm playing Kill. He's a rebel soldier. Don't have much of a backstory on him. He's a fighter. I mean, he doesn't like what the Imperials are doing to the galaxy, and is looking to get some action.
All right, thanks. Robson?
Hello, I'm Robson. I'm playing Zal. She is a pilot. She wanna prove to everyone she's a better pilot from everyone, and most of all, she wanna prove his brothers and people from her planet that she can be better in anything around piloting. So she enlisted in the Imperial Navy, but because she's a woman, they didn't put her on the right place because of her skills. So she dropped off and entered the rebellion. So I think she's a kind of rebel in all of sorts of things, and that's all. As you can see, I'm not a natural English speaker, so sorry in advance.
I'm Ryan. Tonight I'm playing Tendar Bell, a Moncal engineer, who, from reading this, he is a bit of an amateur slicer who doesn't like playing by anyone's rules but his own.
All right. So tonight's game, we're doing the Age of Rebellion beginner game. I just forgot the name of there it is, Takeover at Whisper Base. So our players are playing the pre-generated characters from the box. That way it's, they said we'll be going through some rules as we play as well, so if you're new to the system, hopefully you'll be able to learn with us as we go along. Feel free to comment on anything I get wrong. I'm still learning the system as well. That way I can know in the future. Like I said, rules are kind of a guideline, though, as anyone knows playing tabletop. It's more about fun. So let's get into this. Go ahead and picture imagine the Star Wars theme playing as I read our opening title crawl. It said, "Takeover at Whisper Base. War rages across the galaxy. Both the brutal Galactic Empire and the desperate Rebel Alliance reel in the face of terrible losses. Though Rebel forces managed to destroy the superweapon called the Death Star, their victory did not come in time to save the world of Alderaan. Fear and uncertainty swell in the galactic community. Now, one small battle begins on the verdant world of Alderaan. Deep in the jungle, Rebel intelligence has discovered a listening post built by Moff Dardano to spy on his rival, Admiral Corlin. The Rebel Alliance has sent a crack team of infiltrators to take the secret listening post and turn it into a forward rebel base in the Japrael system. After hours of slogging through the dense jungle with its poisonous foliage and oppressive heat, the heroes have reached their destination. Whisper Base. Compared to staying in the jungle, the prospect of ambushing an Imperial patrol and breaking into a heavily guarded base seems almost pleasant. So as you guys break through the jungle and come upon this Imperial outpost, go ahead. I want everyone to take and suffers 2 strain. This is going to represent the stress of having to fight through the jungle, avoiding patrols in order to successfully infiltrate this outpost. And what you see as you come out from the humid, insect-ridden jungle, you see a giant garage, an Imperial structure, big enough that it looks like you could house some AT-STs in there. As you approach the garage for Whisper Base, you can hear the hum of machinery, kind of drowning out the jungle sounds that you've been listening to on your trek from your where you were dropped at. Your task here seems simple enough. You disable the comm line, then you can disable the base's shuttle, and then take out the whatever Imperial resistant remains. Ensuring no one escapes. Again, it sounds easier said than done. The smell of machine oil hangs in the air as you approach the garage. You can feel some cool air kind of coming out. It feels much relaxing and much of a relief compared to the heat and humidity of the jungle. As you get closer, you see a number of speeder bikes kind of parked inside. And then, like I said, you could tell by the height that it was tall enough. And when you approach, you can visually see that there's a couple of AT-ST walkers parked on either side. There's some boxes and crates, kind of storage and parts, things you would typically see in a garage. Some fuel tanks as well. And there's a large metal door on either side of the bay, more than likely locked at this point, and they're going to lead into the base itself. You find the comm line you're instructed about in your intel briefing, and you manage to cut and slice through it. This disabled Whisper Base from the outside world. There's a hiss and a spray of sparks, as I'd imagine probably Tendar, being the engineer, probably took care of that line for you. Soldiers from the base are soon going to investigate the disturbance, though. Fortunately, you kind of figured this would happen, so you have some time to react. What would you like to do?
If I had more than one stun grenade, I'd leave a trap for them to find. But I don't, so.
I don't have stun grenades also.
I have 1 stun grenade.
Huh. How difficult would it be to set up a trap?
Where would you like to set it at one of the doors coming into the garage, or?
Someplace where they'd come to check out the wire with the thing that we cut.
All right. Go ahead and give me we'll say a skullduggery check.
Skullduggery.
Since you're trying to build a trap.
Mechanics.
Yeah, I'll let you do a mechanics check.
All right.
That'll work. Give me a mechanics check. Difficulty of 2. So we'll build your dice pool on the dice roller there. You'll select 2 of the green dice,
Yeah.
2 of the purple dice, and then go ahead and roll
Okay,
for
this
us.
came out wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Or, well,
Can
whatever
you see
your... I'm sorry. Yes. All right, so we had the failure with 2 advantages.
it? Yeah.
All right. So-
I don't set the trap, but I don't set off the grenade either. I realize it's not going to work. I take it out.
All right. That sounds good. So yeah, you try to set the trap, but you just don't have enough wire to successfully manage to build like a tripwire.
And just the reality on the ground is just not a good place to put one.
There we go. Sounds great. All right. Anything else
Right.
someone would like to do?
Right?
Yes.
We have to roll something to better positioning ourselves around this place to hide ourselves.
Sure.
We have to roll something, or just to pick
Yes,
up
if you would
some
like to
place?
hide, go ahead and give me.
Stealth.
Like I said, there's some crates you noticed when you walked in there. There's also those 2 walkers and then some speeder bikes. Where would you like to try and hide?
The crates. The crate. Which of them are closer to us?
You pretty much have enough time to get anywhere in the garage as of right now. So if you want to make it to the crates and try to climb in one, you could definitely do that.
Do we know
Okay.
where they're going to come out? Oh, sorry.
You assume they're going to be coming from the doors leading into the garage, unless there's an outside patrol that you weren't aware of that may be coming back around. So,
All right.
From the crates, we have a clean line of shot to the door.
yeah, you could definitely set up an ambush
And
from the crates.
All right.
Vendry chimes in. Zal, maybe you want to get in a walker? Wouldn't your piloting skills help you use those? Maybe we could shoot them as they enter the hangar.
Okay. Okay. Can be. Someone have to climb with me, or just one is enough.
Just one of you should be enough to be able to get up there.
Okay, I'm going to do one of the walkers.
Okay, as you climb up onto the top of the... I'm sorry?
I need to roll some stealth.
No.
Okay.
As you climb up the walker and get to the top, you notice that the hatch is locked. So you'll have to
Okay,
pick the lock to get in.
I have a lock breaker here.
Ooh. All right.
I can pick mechanical and electronic locks with skullduggery.
All right. Yep, use your skullduggery, and then whatever
Skullduggery.
bonus that gives you, and it will be a difficulty of... Let me see, what are they rated at? 1. So whatever your skill is, it'll be the green and yellow dice, and then
2
1 purple
greens
dice.
and 1 yellow. It's my skill.
Okay. And then if you're, like I said, your device, whatever ability that has, I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay,
So while he's doing go.
2 greens, 1 yellow. The difficult, sorry?
1 purple.
1 purple. Okay, here we go. Nice.
All right.
I think 2 success, 1 threat, and 1 triumph.
All right. So you have no problem at all breaking into the walker. You did make a little bit of noise, but there's no one nearby. And then for your triumph, You can upgrade the difficulty of a targeted character's next check. So what that means is when the Imperial's patrols show up to investigate, their first check will be harder. Or you can upgrade an ally's next check. That'll turn one of their greens into a yellow.
I will upgrade my allies check.
Okay. All right, and who said they were gonna?
So with him secured in the walker, Kale is going to take this opportunity to get hunched down low behind one of these speeders, and rest his blaster on it to use it as a support, a stability support for his blaster.
All right. Go ahead and roll me your cool against difficulty 1.
Okay.
All right, yeah, you have no problem whatsoever kind of getting down behind one of these speeders. You have good cover, so they'll have a setback against you, and I'll also give you a bonus die on your attack roll, since you're basically aiming in a prone supported position. So keep that in mind.
What is in the hangar? Is that where the shuttle is?
In the hangar is there. It's just like a garage where their patrol vehicles are. There's speeder bikes, a couple of walkers, fuel tanks, some crates, and other like mechanical type mechanics stuff for like their to repair their vehicles. So we have Zell in the walker, Curtis, and Kale is prone. Where are you doing, Vendry?
Let's see. Well, I guess I have two options. Either Vendry can go up into the other walker, but I expect that there might be. I guess it depends how many. Do we have any idea? Do we have any intel on how many people are in this base?
You don't. They didn't have an exact count. They expect probably for a small outpost like this that's supposed to be hidden, it's not going to be manned to the extent of like a forward operating base. It's going to have basically its crew that runs the intel gathering, and then some security patrols to keep the base. So, your guess is maybe 15, 20 people.
Okay, and so getting into the walker takes skullduggery. Is that what we were saying? And then
Yes.
But it was also locked, and I don't have a lockpick. And what would shooting be? As in shooting from the walker, if they come out the doors, what would we use to do that? I'm just trying to figure out whether Vendry is actually going to be capable of even trying that.
That is gunnery.
Gunnery, which he doesn't have. Oh yeah, he does. Okay. Yeah, then I guess Vendry will also try and get up into a walker, because then we can cover both of the doors.
Did you want to go up in the same one with Zhao?
Well, can one
and have
person
her pilot, and you can fire, or have her maneuver, and then you could fire?
I think we're going for. Well.
Interesting.
Do either of you have gunnery?
I do.
You want to be in the walker?
But do I want to be in my own walker or the one with him?
You want to be on the guns?
I know that, but they're two walkers. That part's easy. I'm not going to be driving.
There are tanks also.
No tanks. Just
tanks.
like some speeders and the walkers.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay. Sure. I'll go up in with Zell, and I'll man the gunnery.
Okay.
Right.
Take the easy one.
Who knocks?
And then where was
Open. Come on. Quick Canyon. Why'd they give you the lockpick? I'm the spy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got the grenade. I'm supposed to be quiet.
Is there anything else you want to do, Tendar, since your trap failed?
Yeah, I think I'll just get cover behind some of the crates, and unless there's some sort of computer or terminal I can get access to.
No, you don't see any.
Right.
So
I'll
yeah,
just
if you
get
want to take
cover.
some. Okay. Go ahead and roll your cool against one difficulty.
My cool. Okay.
Yes. All right. So no problem. You get down behind the crates as well. Did you want to ready your weapon?
Yeah, I'll get the blaster out.
Okay.
And I'll have a stun grenade out too, just in case.
All right. Sounds good. So as you guys slide into position for your ambush, you hear the sounds of hard boots on a poor stone floor and the idle chatter of Imperial soldiers coming from behind the locked door into the base. It was probably just a Canik chewing on the wires again, one of them says with an air of boredom. You hear the door to the base click shut behind them, and the soldiers walk past the crates. They're hold on, toward the entrance of the garage, having not noticed you. You guys strike quickly and quietly. You can take them all out before they can even trigger the alarm. So, since you were all successful in either hiding or climbing into the walkers, typically there's a round of the way initiative works is either cool or vigilance, depending on if you're getting off the attack or if you're getting ready to defend an attack. And unlike games like D&D, there's no set initiative order. It's either, for the most part, you guys can choose who goes when each round, and then the bad guys all go at once. So depending on if, like I said, we'll get into that more soon, but for this round of combats, we'll have 3 of you will get to act, the Imperials will act, and then the 4th one will act. And then you guys, like I said, you can decide on what order you want to go.
So have we already taken out those 2, or we are about to?
You're about to.
Okay.
So we're going to
Hey guys.
get into some combat. So whoever wants to go first, you guys can decide that. Like I said, it'll be 3 of yous, then the Imperials, and then the last one, and then we'll start the second round of combat, and then you can choose who wants to go first again. It's not set in stone as to who, if you go first this round, you could go last next round.
So how many humans do we have in the group? I know there's 2. Is it Christopher? Is yours human?
No, Vendry's a Duros.
Duros, close enough. How many stormtroopers are there?
They're just regular sentries. You're not going up against any stormtroopers yet.
Damn.
Fortunately for you.
Do they have full face helmets that conveniently hide identities?
They do not. They have the open helmets.
So much for that plan.
So I'm hoping Vendry has powered up the guns.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, you guys have managed to get the walker ready to engage.
So if they're clustered nicely, then Vendry will take a shot at them.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and do your gunnery.
Which is 3 greens.
It will be a difficulty of 2.
which is 2 purples.
2 purples.
Okay. And don't I get an advantage from Zal?
What I have to do?
Oh, well, as
Oh.
in, you had a successful roll, I thought, with a triumph, and didn't you say you were going to pass it on to the next person?
Yeah, right. Good call.
So what do I add for that? Is that a...
Yep.
Yep, no, used earlier. Oh.
Sorry?
You upgrade your.
You'll upgrade a green to a yellow.
Okay. So it'll be like that? I'm assuming you can see it, because I saw it when the other people were doing it. So 2 greens, a yellow, 2 purples, correct?
Yes. All right, so you miss. You fire into them, but you manage to scatter them. We'll say at least. Let's see. So yeah, we'll say with your advantage that you managed to. You didn't hit them, but you managed to knock them away and knock them all prone.
Or could he have tried to fire and completely flubbed it, and they just didn't go off? It's like, oh, you need to take the safeties off. Click.
There we go.
The
I like
big
that
red button, right?
We can do that, and then you can give yourself a boost on your next shot with your advantages.
Okay. Vendor's sitting there slapping the buttons.
The red one! The red one!
I'm colorblind.
Oh yeah, Duros. The pink one! The pink one!
Ah!
All right, who's gonna?
So you
who'd
said
like
they
to-
all fell prone?
No, I guess what happened was the safety was on, so he didn't.
Oh, of
He
course.
didn't fire at all. So they're
Hey,
still kind of
Duros.
grouped up.
Do we
Kind of-
wanna? Do we want to turn around the walker?
Why, you think I
Godzilla
shoot better out of the
crushed
backside?
Well, I'm going to take the opportunity to take some shots at them, since I'm still tucked into my little spot. Now, with the heavy blast rifle, is there a set amount of shots that I can do per round?
You just get your one shot.
Okay, so just one shot. Gotcha.
You were in the speeder box, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be a range 2 for you, difficulty 2.
Oh.
All right. So the way this works is your first success counts as the hit, and then each successive success is an additional point of damage. Since you had 2 additional successes, you'll add 2 damage to the damage of your heavy blaster. And then with your advantages, with 2 advantages, you may perform an immediate free maneuver. You can add a disadvantage to the Imperial's next check.
Grenade,
And you can
grenade.
add a boost to an ally character's next check, including yourself.
So I like that idea. I can follow up with the grenade.
Sure.
All right, so I'll follow up that nice shot with my frag grenade.
All right. What does it say is the skill for that? I can't remember.
For grenades, it's ranged light.
Range light.
Range
That's-
light.
That's correct. Thank you. So yep, give me your range light. 2 difficulty.
In my other game, I played a demolitionist.
Nice. All right, so you hit with your grenade. So what's the total damage from your blaster and the grenade?
All right, so blaster would have been a total of 12, 10 plus the 2. And then it looks like I only had 1 extra on the grenade. Is that what I'm
just,
reading right?
just the 1 hit. So
So then that would be 9.
9. Okay. Oh man, I gotta do math. Hold on. 12, 9, 21, 26, 15. All right, so you've taken out three of the 4 sentries. All right, who'd like to go next?
So there's only one soldier left.
Yep, there's only one left.
All right, I'll go with a blaster shot. Hopefully that's quieter than a gunnery check.
All right.
All right, let's see. He sucks at this. We'll see. What's the difficulty?
It is 2.
Nope.
No.
All right.
Oh, I need to turn off my safety. Click.
So yeah, there you were behind your crate, all set. You
Yep.
got your pistol out, aiming.
Click.
Get your sights lined up on the last remaining sentry, and click. Nothing happens.
Good job.
Daka.
So, you can stomp him, can't you?
Okay. Let's move this thing.
All right. First, he's gonna get to go.
Squish him, squish him.
So
Can I shoot or just walk?
you'll
just
just be able to
ride?
walk, but he's gonna get to act first, and then after he's finished, then you'll be able to drive your walker. All right. So he hears the commotion from behind the crates, hearing the kind of a little bit of rustling and a whispered voice, sounding like someone's cursing themselves.
Don't.
Takes his light blaster pistol and aims over that way. 3 and 2. All right. All right, and he hits you for 6 damage minus your soak.
Me or the other guy?
That would be you,
Okay.
Tendar.
Soak is 4, so 2 damage.
2 damage. All right, so make sure you mark your wounds down too.
All right. Is there a way to do that here, or am I just doing it on my own sheet?
Just on your sheet.
Okay. Just
All right,
kidding.
we come around to Zal.
All right. I will drive the walker, and can I shoot after that? Drive and shoot, or just shoot is enough?
Well, you're just driving. You've got I forgot the what's his name now.
What now?
You've got the
Vendry.
you've got someone on the Zendry. You have Zendry on the guns, so you're kind of
All right.
you're in control.
Maybe
of it.
I can position the walker in a better place to give the gunner a boost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn around the crates or something like that.
Stomp him, stomp him.
Just step on him.
Okay.
Squish him like a
There
bug.
we go. Yeah. Give me
Like a bug.
what's your piloting planetary?
Planetary. I have just one piloting here.
Yeah.
Just one piloting. 2 yellows, 2 greens.
Stomp him.
What is your what's your agility?
Agility 4.
Agility 4. So you're
And I have 2.
Yeah, they only
ranks.
use-
so it'll be
For
So
the
be-
beginner game, they only use base piloting.
Yeah, right.
There's no difference.
Yeah, knowledge also. It's only one knowledge.
Yeah.
There isn't other ones.
so it'll just be a 4 green against
Well, no, his piloting planetary in space is the same skill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did not realize that.
just one piloting.
See, I thought they just showed the ones that you were trained in.
I have 2 ranks, 2 yellows and 2 greens.
Okay. So yeah, give me against a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little harder.
2 yellows, 2 greens.
Yeah, because everything in these things are backwards.
That boost dice or that it was a boost dice or upgrade. I don't remember that my fellow partner on Ganner received a little backward.
He already
It was
used that one.
I can use also.
No, he used it.
Ah, he used it. Okay. All right, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you step on him. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Cockroaches.
Oh, you got it all over me. Oh. Anything explatted like that. I'll never get this out of my shirt.
All right. So you managed to take out the small team that came to investigate the initial infiltration of the Whisper base. So with all the comrades, with all of his comrades dispatched, the last sentry, he lunges for a console button, but a console with a button marked alarm, but he's not quite fast enough, as Zal manages to come storming across the garage and just squishes him like a cockroach. You've taken the garage without alerting the rest of the post. You now have a foot in the door of Whisper Base. You can secure the code cylinder from from the fallen squad leader and use it to open the base door. The slab of gray metal swings open with a resounding clank. Before you stands a droid, carrying a mop and a bucket and peering at you quizzically through its lenses. Greetings, unfamiliar organic individual. This unit has been ordered to see the cleaning of the garage bay. Please pass through the door or step aside so that this unit can proceed with its onerous tasks.
Yeah, there's a smudge right there. You really should get to work on that.
Good look at that one.
I step aside, let him get to it.
The droid kind of looks at you, cocking its head to the side.
I'm the new guy. I'm here to
The
replace
unit-
this guy.
This unit needs to complete the sanitation of this garage bay and
Go
then file its weekly report on the contents of the chamber. Please move aside, unfamiliar organic individual, so that this unit can finish its mandated tasks. Despite its combat-oriented design, the droid does not seem threatening, nor does it's not making any immediate moves towards the alarm. You notice it has a dark silver chassis, pockmarked by rust, and a restraining bolt is fastened to its chest. Still, it could easily alert the base to your current position, spoiling any surprise you might have gained in the wake of the firefight. You'll need to convince it to not give your status away, one way or the other.
Is there a restraining bolt controller thing on the dead guy?
You don't see anything.
Huh. I step aside, let him walk on out. And look for the other 3 guys. Do they have anything like that? A droid controller?
Nope, you don't see anything. It's automatically programmed in, from what you can tell.
So I'm assuming we've all gotten out of the walkers, or have we not gotten there yet?
At this point, you guys have climbed out and are making your way into the base to complete your mission. And as you're going through the doors, you notice this droid. Like I said, it looks like an old battle droid, but it's clearly been repurposed as a janitor, and it's trying to get by to do its job, and then it has to file its report about what it finds in the garage after it's completed cleaning.
And theoretically, would one of us have the skills to take off the restraining bolt?
I probably would.
You could.
Or if I can find a way to hack a restraining bolt, I can have it file a false report. Would it be computers to do that, or what do I need to do that?
You would be able to remove it because he can't do that himself. So one of you would have to. It would be up to you to take it off.
Well, I don't necessarily want to remove the bolt. I want to be able to control him through the bolt. So if there's some way I can slice into, get a controller, slice into it, something like that. Basically, take control of the droid through the bolt.
This droid might have the full schematics of this base for us. If we could make an ally of him, he might be more useful, and he might value his freedom. That might be our bargaining chip.
Well, if I can get access to the restraining bolt codes, then we don't have to persuade him.
Do you have a data pad?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and let you.
I have data pad and gear, accessories for breaking into secure systems.
Modifying the restraining bolt, that just keeps him from doing more than. Let me see, how can I? He's still gonna be able to. You'd have to actually alter his programming to do something like that. You know, the restraining bolt just keeps him kind of in line.
Okay. Could I just get him to shut down then? Through it, or... Basically, is there a way to shut him down without destroying him or removing the bolt?
I guess we can have you change the orders, I guess, for the bolt.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and do that. So yeah, go ahead and give me a make it a little bit harder. Give me your for slicing against 2 purples and a red.
Alright. Success with advantage.
Alright. So yeah, you what was it you wanted to reprogram the restraining bolt for?
Basically,
What are his new orders?
Send a report that does not include us or what we've done. Like a false report. That's situation normal, everything's fine.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Yeah, he'll and then with that one advantage, you can either recover a strain or add a boost to the next allied active character's check. Let's see.
I actually do have strain damage. What do we see in here?
We're at in the hallway that you're entering, or?
Yeah. Is there another encounter immediately apparent? Like anyone else in there?
Not what you can see. Like I said, you just see a hallway.
Okay, I'll recover
down
strain.
into the base. So.
May you learn something from the floor plan of the base?
Yeah, we can do that. You want to maybe get some information from him instead, or you want to recover?
That sounds good.
So while you
maybe we can plant a bomb on the, I don't know, some specific point, fragile place of the facility.
Hmm.
So you see, let me pull
Why not with just one advantage?
the map up. Where'd the map go? So, as you're slicing in, you see you get a better idea of the of what the base looks like. Your intel only you guys had some pictures of kind of the exterior, but you can see there's some hallways that lead to a control center on the southwest corner of the facility. On the west side, there's a briefing room. In the middle, there's some barracks. To the north is a training facility. In the east is the mess hall and kitchen, and just north of the mess hall is the launch pad that you need to disable to prevent anyone from escaping.
Mm.
So that's what you managed to pull off while slicing in to change his programming.
Okay.
To submit a false report saying that everything was normal after his cleanup. And then 2R, the battle droid, walks past you and starts mopping up Imperial gut juice everywhere.
Is he saying, like, you don't know the trouble I've seen?
All right. Did anyone else want to do anything before he goes on his way?
We just want to get inside, right?
Can we lock the walkers? And we also want to make sure nobody escapes, so don't we have to disable these? Or at least lock them so that nobody else can use them?
Oh, yeah, if you want.
Well, what is our goal here? Is it to just take it over?
Like, you're trying to take over the base. You don't want to destroy it because General, what was it, Volin? I remember his name off the top of my head now. Just wrote it down. His orders were to take out the Imperial force that's there and preserve the base. That way you guys have a forward operating location.
Gotcha.
And no escape.
Already established.
And no escape.
No escape.
Right. So I was focusing on the no escape. I'm not talking about destroying the walker. Vendor says, not destroy the walkers, but lock them, like so we can code them to ourselves so that nobody else can walk off with them or use them against us when we come out.
Well, you could just walk them around to the other side of the building where they won't know where they are.
Yeah. From this point, the only threat the walkers are going to pose is if you were to backtrack and come back out this way. From what you can tell, everyone should be inside the facility moving forward. And from the knowledge you've gleaned from the slice onto 2R, you have a good idea of roughly where people will be located at.
Okay, no retreat.
So I guess Vendry being the spy, Vendry will try and sneak in using mirrors to look around corners or anything like that. Any equipment he has that might help him do that.
All right. So, like I said, when you were looking at the map, you guys noticed that there's a launch pad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only other way out, other than through you. So that's probably going to be your biggest priority as to the no escape is reaching the launch pad. So if you guys are ready, we can move on. Or
Can we see the launch pad from outside?
you could it, not when you approached. You weren't able to.
Even from the vantage point of one of the walkers?
Nope.
Okay.
So once we get inside that door, is there a data pad or a comm or something like that on the walls that might help us?
What are you trying to look for? I'm sure there's probably some kind of
Well, depending on how good
terminal.
If Tender's really handy, he might be able to, I don't know, lock the doors.
Hmm.
And then we could pick them off one by one.
Yeah.
Or is that too bloody?
At a minimum, I should be able to shut down all the alarms so they can't be triggered at anyone.
Oh.
We should go first to the launch pad, disable the shuttle, and after that go to the central room, and he can try to slice the central controls for internal comms, help messages, and so on.
Would I be able to shut down internal communications and alarms?
Yeah.
Let me see what rooms we had available at the base. Pull up another map.
But
Keeps going.
just one thing. I think we have to disable the shuttle first, because if we find someone before we enter the central room, these guys can run off.
Well, that's why I'm disabling the alarm, so that if we do encounter someone, whoever is at the launch pad won't know to get away yet.
All right.
Because, just like R2, I can just walk up to some random terminal and it just magically happens, right?
All right, a random terminal. Sorry, I didn't get it.
Probably not a
Stick
random
my
one.
widget in the hole and things happen.
Dang. All right, what page was that on? Let's see. Come on, map.
Does everybody else have electro goggles?
No,
Okay, just thought I'd check.
just calling.
I have a fusion lantern, data pad, and gear, like slicer gear, and a med pack.
A med pack?
Yes.
The engineer has the med pack. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm apparently also the doctor.
You just fix things.
No matter where it comes from.
No matter what.
So you want to try and find a terminal
Yep.
to lock everything down. All right, so from where you are, if you go to from what you've seen of the area, if you go down the long stretch of hallway, that should lead to the control center, and you'd be able to find what you needed to get into the basis system.
Okay.
And possibly complete that task of shutting down alarms.
What I believe is the closest terminal.
In order to do something of that magnitude, you would need a master control.
All right. And presumably that's well guarded, or what does 2R think of it? What did he?
He didn't really have anything for that. Like I said, all you were able to find out from him was a layout of the base.
Okay.
So you see that that's a command center. So you just kind of, with your experience slicing, that there's probably a large computer there that's going to have access to alarms and lockdown capabilities.
So what do y'all think? Computer or going in to disable the computers, or going to the launch base first? Launch pad.
I say we get the mission done before we worry about the launch pad. I mean, if anything, we can use the launch pad to get out of here, but the quicker we get the mission done, the quicker we can get out of here.
Well, but there were multiple parts to this. There was taking down the comm line, which we did, taking over the shuttle or disabling it, and making sure nobody escapes. And the shuttle can be used to escape also. So, I mean, going to the control room would be great for getting us the control, which is one of the mission objectives, but we have to make sure nobody escapes also. So how can we... What will be the fastest thing for us to do?
Control room, wouldn't there be a way just to seal the base, we can just hunt them down one by one until we clear this base of the Imperials?
Is the launch bay, is that like open air, or is there a door I can shut for the control room?
As far as getting into the launch bay?
Yeah.
Or as far as, do you mean the shuttle leaving?
Is it just a pad with open to the air, or is
it's just like a pad, an open air pad.
But,
okay.
And the control room is on the way to the launch pad?
The control room was to the southwest, and the launch pad was to the north.
Okay. We could probably take out the launch pad first.
Yeah.
Unless we want to split the party, which is always a bad idea.
So you want to go to the launch pad first, take out the shuttle,
Yeah.
and then worry about everybody else?
Yeah, follows out.
Yep.
All right. So as you quietly pick your way through the halls, passing the officers' quarters and comm room, before spotting the hatch that leads to the your next destination, the listening post is oddly, almost ominously silent. Your footsteps echo softly throughout the hallway. As you round the corner in front of the hatch, you spot several guards in Imperial uniforms standing in front of it. Perhaps the occupants of the base have been alerted to your presence, or maybe Lieutenant Serev, the base commander, is merely a stickler for security. Either way, you'll need to get past these guards to reach the launch pad, where you can disable the shuttle to prevent Serev's escape.
Who throws the grenade?
Hey, maybe two of us do. Make sure it hits.
All right.
All right, I'll throw one, you throw one. On 3. Or who has a better range light skill? I have 1.
I have 3. That's why I have a grenade.
Yeah,
Or
I do too, because I'm the engineer, but...
I have 4. 4. Three greens and 1 yellow.
Yeah, you're throwing. And Chris, you're throwing.
Okay. So what's the difficulty?
At
Short
this range,
or long or medium.
it's going to be medium range. Well,
We're inside, so...
you're inside. It's the thing, like, they don't see you, so technically it would be like long range because of...
Well,
the
we
distance
actually have to
line.
be short, or else we can't even throw a grenade.
That's true.
Ray,
Yeah, you're
how many
definitely not
guys?
in grenade range. To move up, you may alert them to your presence. So they don't know you're there yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Ray, how many stormtroopers? Sorry. How many?
There are 4.
4.
Oh, okay. I got a plan.
Can we cut the lights?
Can the grenades be remotely triggered?
I don't think these are, no. I think these are the typical pull pin type grenades.
Well, we didn't roll Destiny, did we?
Yeah.
We did not. They have you roll it like halfway through on the beginner games.
So what now?
On the beginner games, they have you roll it like at a halfway point.
I totally spent Destiny point to have a one I could trigger with a button.
Well,
His idea would be get 2R to carry one up to them and then blow it and then set it off.
So what's
In his mop bucket, of course.
Oh, nasty.
what's the layout? So they're at the end of this corridor or around the corner from us?
They're at the end of the corridor, in front of the hatch leading out to the launch pad.
So we're just coming around a corner then, and that's why there's.
You're coming around a corner, you've seen them, and they haven't noticed you yet.
So they are talking with each other. They are just being guard.
They're
On guard.
They're typical security.
Security. Okay.
They're at a lax base. The lieutenant in charge is really hard on them, but when he's not around, they tend to slack off a little bit, and they're kind of smoking and joking.
What the distance between us? Medium, short?
It would be medium.
Medium.
Medium to long. It's like I said, it's the way it works. Like talking, they wouldn't hear you. You would have to be kind of loud. You can hear them because they're, like I said, they're very relaxed right now. They're joking around.
Because our grenades have a range of short, so I think it's not an option.
Can we lure them away with something?
Yeah, make some noise.
You're gonna knock on the wall and hide in a cardboard box.
You said there was officers' quarters behind us. Did we hear anything inside the quarters?
Said it's been quiet, other than you hearing a couple of these guards kind of laughing and very relaxed.
Can we hack their comm link?
Well, we've got 4 dead guys. We can steal their comm links.
This is true. We didn't think of that, did we?
Well,
Yeah.
they're still there.
Maybe. Tuar hasn't mopped them up yet.
Well, if they're not there, then we check the dumpster, which is clearly where 2R would put dead Imperials.
Trash compactor?
Of course.
I don't think that ends well.
Not for the stormtroopers.
I think we need to either search the officers' quarters for something or go back and get the comm links.
Yeah, I think go back and get a comm link would be good. Or at least get their frequency so we can listen in on their conversations.
All right.
Right.
So you want to head back out to the hangar?
Yeah. Is 2R still there with the bodies?
He's getting ready to dump the last one into the garbage chute.
Awesome. Hey, could you grab this comm link and bring it over here? Thanks.
What is that?
2R, could you grab his comm link, please?
I have to mop, not to bring stuffs to you.
My programming doesn't. And he just kind of keeps.
Error.
Oh,
moving
yeah?
toward
Well,
the
I'm a
trash
programmer, so
compactor.
I'll fix that. Can I walk over there and just grab it then? Before he
Yeah, you
dumps
just go
it?
grab it. Yeah. You can kind of cut him off and grab a comm link from him
All right.
before he starts cramming it into the garbage chute.
It is so tempting to just dump him as well. But no, we'll carry on. God. We don't have the delayed bombs.
Nope.
Well, hey, the area from the launch pad, you don't need to clean that up too. No. What do we hear on the comm link?
Said everything still seems pretty quiet. Nobody's reported anything.
All
They're
right.
still unaware of your presence.
All right, I relay that to the group.
All right. Who has courage, deception, a good deception to make a good story?
Vendry has a 3.
I have 3, a yellow and 2 greens.
Well, then you're better than me. I think it seems like you're the spy.
A perfect spy.
You're just posing as a pilot.
Yeah. Anyone
So go
else?
to it.
So what are you going to do, Zal?
I think Zal's going to go seduce him.
Let me think. What do you think, guys? We elude them to outside or inside to some other place inside
They could go into the officers' quarters
officer's quarter.
because we passed that on the way. Of course, we haven't scouted it out yet, so we don't know what's in it. But
But the same way we are, or they have to pass for other other way. They will not pass by us through us.
If you were to,
There's
still
only
over by the
one
hangar.
corridor.
if you're still by the hangar, they'd be able to. They wouldn't run past you, but if you're moving back up to where you were before going to get the comlink, they would end up passing by you on the way.
I'm of the opinion we just lure them close enough so we can blast them.
So, what do you want?
let's take. Why don't we take the droid with us and use him as a decoy? We could throw the bucket down the corridor if nothing else, and they'd come see what's up.
Well, at the very least, even if he's not carrying a bomb, we just have him go down the corridor making noise and keep their eyes on him, maybe.
If we could lure them into a darkened room, I've got electro goggles and I can see in the dark.
It might be easier to try to control room at this point. The guy, there's 4 stormtroopers and an officer in front of the door, right? The launch bay.
No officer. There's just the 4
Just 4.
guards.
Okay.
Well, let's try elude them to some black room.
Well, what we could do.
We could lure them to the hangar.
Hold on. Is there some sort of wall-mounted alarm button near them? Or would they just be signaling through their comlinks that there's something going on?
Let's elude them to the hangar, and we wait them inside the ATST. Stop you are! Drop your weapons!
I've got an idea here.
Storm fools!
So the stormtroopers who are in front of the door, would they be able to hit an alarm on the wall, or would they just call it in through their comlinks?
They would hit a base alarm that would alert the whole facility.
Ah, crap.
There'd be a terminal that they would activate.
Okay.
How far are these stormtroopers?
Got their signal, we could jam their frequency. But if that's not what they're using, then...
Do I have a clear shot at these stormtroopers?
It depends where you guys currently at right now. Have you left the hangar bay, or?
If we haven't, I would love to leave the hangar bay.
Kyle,
It's a good place to set a trap for them, though.
we can loot them to the hangar. Wait them there. If we can take off their weapons and maybe armor, we can use the armor to trespass other difficulties, other places. We wait them in the hangar inside the ATST and spread through the hangar, the other 2. we try to take them down without any casualties. If it doesn't work, we shoot them out. Simple as that.
I'm just thinking we're not getting this mission accomplished by trying to settle everything inside of this hangar bay. If we push through, I mean, we can just clear them out as we make our way through.
All right, what are you going to do?
I'm just one guy. If you guys want to lure him here, and the majority of you want to do that, then we can do that too. I'm just voting we push through this.
So the other side of that door is the launch pad. The other side of the
Correct.
door where the 4 guards are. The control room is in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the 4 guards were posted at in the hallway, where they're kind of joking around and complaining about why they need 4 people to stand here inside the facility
Do we
in a
have...
secret base that the rebels don't know about.
Right. Since we're in the hangar, did any of the boxes have anything useful in them?
Nothing that you could see. It was mainly parts, supplies
No hand grenades,
for
no
the,
bombs, nothing
for
else?
the equipment, speeder parts and reloads for the ATST.
Well, we can always try and generate feedback through their comms, and then attack. If nothing else. Maybe that'll give us some sort of element of surprise.
Yeah, just hold down the talk button. Flood their mics.
All right, what's the plan? What's the plan?
Thinking.
Kale's gonna start walking towards the exit of the hangar bay, readying his weapon in the low ready.
Yeah, Vendry's gonna go along. It's like I gotta go to control base, or we gotta go take these guys out. Why don't we? Do we want to pretend that I'm your hostage or something like that? Or, nah, they don't. They don't have any Duroses. Gotta distract them somehow.
We could distract them with blaster fire, directed at them.
You go first.
All right, let's move.
Okay. Everybody gonna go along with this? Kamikaze.
All right, I step away for a second. What's going on?
Everybody's dead.
They're
Shame.
going with the Leroy Jenkins plan.
Really, Jenkins?
Kick in the door style play.
Got a bad feeling about this. I don't think a walker can fit down this corridor, right?
I'm done.
Speeder?
No.
Can we take a speeder down it? Do the speeders have weapons on them?
The turns are too sharp. You won't be able
Oh man.
to make it around the corners.
Well, maybe we could get Tor to help some more. Like, if we can...
And he's already done cleaning up and going to file his false report
Okay.
at this point.
So who's
I think,
holding the
Kale and
Imperial? Who's holding the Imperial comm? Whoever it is, I'm going to instruct you just to hold down the speak button.
Oh, I could do more
I
than
think
that.
Zal had it.
So, what?
No, I think I thought Tender.
Didn't you grab the comm link or?
I know I did. Or I grabbed one of them, yeah.
Tender still has it.
Tender had it.
Okay.
Yeah. And Tender might be able to rig feedback through it anyway, since he's an engineer.
Yeah. I was thinking just hook it up through my data pad and have it spew bits of data through it. Just to,
Yeah.
like,
You want to blast their ears out.
the loud
I see,
sound of a modem uplinking.
Old AOL dial-up kind
Yep.
of going through.
Ding, ding, ding! You've
Yep.
got mail! What?
Anyway.
Oh.
All right, so we've got the
Is that
comms
the
jam.
is that the plan?
So,
You're gonna.
I think that's the plan. Unless anybody has
All
something
right.
better.
What's the plan? Blow up everything?
Go to orbit,
Well-
nuke
So
it from
go ahead and give me a
Well, actually,
computer's.
what if we could get some of them to walk away from the door to come investigate something, or take 2 of them out of a time?
That was
I thought that was the initial plan.
Yeah, to get them to go into the
10
officer's
minutes
quarters.
Yeah.
No, I mean like on their comm link, say, "Hey, so and so, come here and check this out." Well, I don't know.
Well,
I
Zal's
stepped
got
away
a
for a
good,
bit, so maybe I'll move on beyond that then.
but Zal could do it. Zal could seduce them over the comm links and not lure them into the officers' quarters.
Okay. Office quarters. Everyone agree?
It's better than
As
walking
long as
down.
I'm sitting in this hangar bay, I am down to do whatever. Let's go.
We can try it. If it doesn't work out, we can still try and attack them, and we can still use the feedback.
Okay. Where you guys will be? On the hangar? On the black room? Which room?
So you're going to the
Where?
officers' quarters?
If we can get into the officers' quarters, if we turn off the lights, then that will, make it romantic. They might come in.
Right. Let's go. Okay. We go to officers' quarters. Prepare
Alright.
the ambush.
The door is locked. Go ahead and give me
Come on, Zal. You've got the lock.
computers.
Yeah, I have the lock breaker because I'm a great spy, acer,
Yeah.
ace spy, I don't know, double
Guys,
identity.
we're overthinking this. This is Star Wars. There's ventilation ducts everywhere. That are all conveniently human-sized. Is there a ventilation duct we can get into or somehow access?
There is not one that you can see.
I was gonna say,
This is not real. I roll to disbelieve.
it's a trap.
That's right. Okay, let's pick lock. Lock break, skullduggery.
So you can either try to pick the physical lock on the door, or someone can use computers and try to slice the computer lock.
Okay, I have skullduggery 3, 1 yellow, 2 green. Anyone have better than that?
Nope.
I have computers, 2 green, 1 yellow.
That's the same.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so it's
Okay.
going to be a difficulty 3, since this is the officers, Lieutenant Soren's room.
Okay, we don't have any destiny point to
Not yet.
yet. Okay, 2 greens, 1 yellow, 3 purple. Let's go. Whoa! Oops.
But 2 advantages.
All right,
So maybe
so,
you didn't get in, but we're drawing their attention.
with one advantage, you managed not to make enough noise. You were quiet enough in your failure that it didn't alert the guards. They didn't hear you trying to pick the lock. With the other one, you can go ahead and gain one of your strain back.
Strain. I have 2 strain to recover. Okay,
Yep, go ahead and recover one of them.
one of them. Right, someone want to try?
What's Tender's computer?
Oh, it's computer, so that was skullduggery.
It could be either.
Either one.
Oh, I'm 2 yellow, 2 green.
Oh, go for it. Slice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were doing skullduggery, which is like 1 green for me.
Well, that's what he was trying. He was trying to physically pry it open.
Oh, okay.
That always works.
What's the difficulty?
3.
That's a lot of blank.
All right.
One threat.
You,
I guess I could take a
Let's
strain.
see.
I don't know.
let's see. It's not enough that I'm going to set off an alarm or anything. So, yeah, we'll say go ahead and suffer a strain.
All right.
You're really disappointed with yourself
Yeah.
under the pressure. You're like,
It was.
you're mocking him for not being able to do it physically. You're like, computers, obviously, this is the way you're supposed to do it. And you
Click.
then fail.
Oh, okay, guys, go to hangar. It was my plan in the
Oh
first
wait,
place.
he's got a Mac lock, and I'm using a Linux computer. This is clearly why it's not working.
Kale, roll your what's your willpower?
Me?
Kale.
Willpower 3.
3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your cool versus 3 difficulty.
This is gonna be bad, boys.
All right. That's what I wanted. So, Kale has been trigger happy this entire time. He just wants to get this over with. And after this failing, he doesn't want to stand around and listen to the rest of you try to bicker and plot and plan and argue over, no, this one's better, no, this way is better. So he just says, screw it, and he takes off down the hall towards the launch pad hatch.
How are these hallways lit?
And take a strain.
How are these hallways lit?
It's fairly dim lighting. It's bright enough you can see. It's not. I know you want to use your electro goggles.
They gave them to me.
They're not necessary.
Oh man, but they look cool, right? Okay. I'll go with looking cool.
So
Night vision in
with
the
that,
daytime is always the best.
Wait, so he's going down the hallway to attack the stormtroopers, and I know he's got electro goggles, right?
I have.
So I turn off the lights. I may not be unlock the door, but I can turn off the damn lights.
Only one of us has electro goggles.
Yeah, but they can see them, they can't see him. He can see them, they cannot see him. That'd be awesome. And they can't see the damn alarm button either.
Well, and if it doesn't work, we're still in the light, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Right.
Go for it.
so go ahead and everybody roll your vigilance.
And don't forget to do the whatchamacallit.
Besides Kale.
Don't forget to do the feedback in the comms.
Oh, it's too late for all that.
Oh, no.
We're straight into combat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Far
you
in
jumped the
the
gun a
hallway.
little bit there.
You nerds just took too long. It's time. It's action time, boys.
So
Alright, so
I need a vigilance
Oh. What do you know?
for the 3 of you.
Vigilance.
that's good.
And it's a undisputed check. Like there's no difficulty. Sorry.
Oh,
Didn't
Simple.
go over that yet. It's a simple check. Yeah. Wow, those are pretty good.
Hey,
Uh,
so we finally
let's
get
see
something
what
right,
the-
right?
1, 2, 3.
Come on, Kale.
Oh, he's just gonna act first automatically,
Oh, okay.
far in the hallway.
unless I get a triumph.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
There's a triumph.
I shouldn't have said that. So we'll have. All right, I gotta make this bigger so I can see the results. There it is. So we'll go Kale first, or I'm sorry, one of the. We'll do 1 Imperial. Kale. Then let's see, 3, 4 and 2. And then the rest of you, and the rest of the Imperials. So as Kale's barreling down the hallway, one of the guards, kind of on the outside of the group, he's just kind of, he's not really paying attention to the others. He's not really talking, joking around. He actually hears Kale storming the group of guards, and as he sees him round the corner, he pulls his carbine up real quick and takes a quick shot at him. Range heavy. 1 and 1. 2. Alright, so that's going to be a hit against you, Kale. 9 damage minus your soak.
Alright, gotcha.
Did you roll initiative for each individual stormtrooper?
Yes.
Are they not a minion group?
These are not minions, no.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
The first group was minions.
This will be a tougher fight than I thought it was. Yay!
That can close.
Oh, it's my turn to shoot, isn't it?
So now it's your turn, Kale.
Alright, this is what I like to hear. So I'm going to level my blaster right at that bad boy and just let off a shot.
Knee shot, knee shot.
What's the range we're at?
2.
Okay.
All right. And you have the heavy blaster as well, correct?
Yeah, so it's 10 base damage, yeah.
10 damage. Okay. You take out one of the guards. Go ahead and describe that.
So as I'm running down the hall, Han Solo style, just yelling at the top of my lungs, I whip around the corner and I see him. I just let off a shot and blast him dead center in the chest.
And he goes staring back against the wall and falls. And the others are alerted now, but before they can react, the rest of your team, realizing what you've done, have now rounded the corner. So who would like to go next?
I would like to feed static through their comm signals and jam them. Basically, jam their comms.
Jam their comms. Let's see. Give me a computers check of 3.
Do I get a boost die for having the comm link itself?
Sure. Not that you need it.
Hey, I've rolled like crap so far tonight, so. See, I needed that boost die. It gave me the success I needed.
That is a success. All right. So yeah, you blasted that distortion over their comms like you were trying to convince the others of. I'll go ahead and give them all a disadvantage.
I told you that would work.
Well, I want to spend some of the advantage to have the guards not realize that their comm links aren't working, and so they don't even think to try to hit the alarm button.
Okay, I thought you were doing the static noise to
Yeah,
disrupt
but
them.
they think that their comm links are working, so they're trying to alert through the comms. They're not trying to hit the button. They're just shooting at them while trying to use comm links.
Okay. So instead of disorienting them, you want them to their comms are just not operational.
Right.
Got it. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right, and then let's see. That'll use Go ahead and, I guess, recover one strain. We'll say that use 3 advantage.
Okay.
And the 4th one, go ahead and you can recover a strain or pass a boost on to the next character.
I'll pass a boost.
Okay. Who'd like to go next?
Vendor would like to tell me how much of this I can do. He'd like to use the corner as cover, and get down on one knee and use his blaster rifle to shoot at one of them.
Okay.
Is that all doable?
Are you trying to aim or just take cover at the corner?
Take cover.
Okay. So for your maneuver, you can take cover at the corner.
And then
and then you have a boost as well from $10.
Okay, so I have 2 greens and 1 yellow from ranged heavy, and then you said I get a boost.
And you get a blue die boost, and then 2 difficulty.
It looks really cool.
What's the... You're using a heavy blaster?
Yeah.
So 4 should be a critical, correct? 4 advantage?
It says +1 damage per uncancelled success symbol rolled. Oh yeah, actually it's written strange, but you're right. Uncancelled success symbol. This is for it, but it's showing a success symbol, but it's actually showing the or inflict a critical injury on a hit for 3 advantages. So yeah.
All right.
So can I inflict a critical injury without having a success?
Yeah, you tell us how you take out another one of the guards.
I'm going to say it. How do I take it out? I mean, the obvious thing is a headshot, I guess. But let's say it's ricocheting. If it's got to be cool.
Headshot.
So let's say it's like it hits a back like one of the side walls and smacks him in the back of the head in an unprotected area.
All right. And he kind of falls forward.
Sure, and I've got 1 advantage left, so maybe he falls and jostles the aim of one of his comrades.
Okay. And then Zal.
Okay, I shot the other one. There are 2 others. Can be anyone. I have range light 4.
Okay.
1 yellow, 3 greens. The difficulty?
Is 2.
2. Alright. Alright, 2 success. I have a blaster pistol. Damage 7.
7. So it'll be 8 damage. So you managed to take out another guard as well.
Alright.
Go ahead and describe that to us.
Just a regular shot. Nothing special. I have 1 advantage. It can be I strain. I have a strain to recover yet.
Is there someone who
absolutely.
goes next?
Sorry.
Who goes next? Is it a PC or NPC?
Next will be an NPC.
So
Can I give him some sort of negative die or something like that?
2 advantages to
2.
give
Okay.
a disadvantage.
I have only 1. So I recover 1 strain.
Okay. The last guard takes aim at the human soldier still barreling down, firing at them. And where was it? 1 and 1. There we go. He hits for 11. Minus your soak. But he overcharged the power cell for his carbine, and it locks up after this shot. It's no longer functional. So that was 11 minus soak, Cal.
Alright, soak is 5, so that's 6. I'm looking, the light's getting closer, boys.
And you
Don't
guys
worry,
take.
I'll hack the damage away with my computers.
All right, and then we're back to the top with Kale.
All right. So, bloodied but not defeated, I'll drop to a knee and let off another blast at whoever's the closest troop.
The only one left.
The only one left. Oh,
Are
even
you
better.
taking aim?
Is he any closer? Are we still at a range of 2?
It's still going to be range 2 if you're dropping down. So are you taking aim when you drop down?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll a boost die. Oh, never mind. Yeah, go ahead and describe it to us.
So he drops to a knee. I take a moment to aim down the sights, the optics on my blaster, and aim as close to the little spot between his eyes as I can before I let off the shot.
All right, and then with that triumph, you can upgrade someone's next check.
That would probably be my heal check on you.
You guys have taken out the guards in front of the launch pad. So, would you like to patch up Kale at this time, since you have the engineer has the med kit?
Yeah. Take that triumph as an upgrade to my check.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Let's see. Succeeded. Not familiar with what that actually means.
I don't have the.
I
med
could just
kit.
slap a
I know
stim
the-
pack on them and
You know the stim packs, the med kit. I've never used one.
just
I don't have access to the book right now.
Stimpax just says uses a maneuver to heal 4 wounds on a living creature consumed on use.
okay.
Is the med kit contain stim packs, or
I have
is that-
two
I don't
stim
have my-
packs separate, so
okay? Yeah, if you just want to slap them with a stim pack instead.
yeah. I'll definitely do that, but I will look up give me a second.
Right?
Yep.
I will search the stormtroopers. They have any card key? To the doors?
What you find, they each had a blaster carbine. You find some vibro knives on each one, and they have their the Imperial Army uniform and helmet. It's just the black uniform. They're not the stormtroopers. So
The door has some is locked.
not that you're aware of. Let me
Okay,
see.
I will
No,
just.
it's not. It's not locked.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
heavily guarded.
Okay.
Would anyone else like to do something while we wait?
Listen at the door. I don't know. Open and take a peek. See what's on the other.
Yeah. One on one side and the other one on the other side. We open the door and take a peek.
Sure.
They're in through a large cut out mountain. Oop, what was that?
Sorry, the sound. I didn't understand.
Okay. So yeah, is it Zendri, right?
Vendry.
Vendry. Vendry kind of cracks open the hatch and peers out. He notices a large platform cut into the mountainside. Inside the chamber, you notice a slightly battle-damaged Lambda-class shuttle. You see some like blaster scarring on the wings. Surrounded by heavy crates filled with spare, you can assume probably spare parts and maintenance tools for it. Doesn't look like it's online. Looks like it's parked. You don't notice anybody no maintenance crew out there working on it. There's no other guards from what you can tell. You definitely know that, in order to capture this base and make it a rebel post, you need to prevent the command staff from escaping. And this is, you definitely think this is where they're going to go. It was a good thing you found out about the landing pad from the 2R.
So how do we disable this thing so they can't fly away?
What are we going to do?
I could probably take care of that, but
Not destroy it, disable it. Lock it, whatever.
Yeah,
Take out the critical part.
there's
Take
always
out
that
some
one part
critical
that if you
parts.
take it out, it just will not go anywhere.
Exactly.
By the way, I checked the medicine rules. You heal 2 wounds plus however many stim packs you want to use.
For the med kit?
Yeah. Especially
Okay.
the number of successes I rolled.
Okay.
But
So go ahead. Were you going to use that then?
yeah, I use that on him, and he can still spend stim packs to heal more.
Okay.
As far as taking out the disabling the ship, I assume that'd be mechanics of some kind.
There's a couple different ways you can go about doing it. It depends on what you guys what skill set you want to utilize.
I mean, I'm no techie. I'm just saying the blaster's done pretty well so far. But if we took a blaster to that control console that I'm sure it's got inside,
Yes, but if we actually have a lambda shuttle in our hands to use, that'd be even better for the rebels.
That is
well,
a
I'm saying
pretty
we can
nice
fix
asset.
it later.
Yeah, but I know what to take out, so I'm sure I do. I know this. I'll be fine. There's no way I can fail it.
Pop the hood and take out the battery.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, is it just sitting there open, no one around it?
Yeah, there's no one around. Yeah, you guys gonna go through the hatch after Vendry kind of relays what
I
he's
checked
seen?
for holocams, something like that, some sort of security surveillance.
Go ahead and give me the perception check, difficulty 1.
I asked somebody else to do that because I suck at this.
Okay. Since I went first, why doesn't Vendry do it? So
All right, go ahead.
difficulty was 1?
Just difficulty 1.
Okay. That's all I seem to get.
You don't see anything. You're pretty
I'm
confident
really
about
good
it.
at rolling. I always look good at whatever I do.
You can recover a strain. You're so confident in the fact that there's no cameras out there.
Yeah,
I think going.
I got nothing.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You can't. Like I said, you don't think there's any. And it's basically a mountain.
Okay.
They cut out a hole in the mountain, so they're
It's
not going
clear.
to post anything on the cliff itself. So.
Alright. Just to be on the safe side, I pick up a toolbox that's just conveniently laying there and put a wrench over my shoulder and just whistle as I walk out there as if I belong. This is my job. I put on the yellow safety vest as a clear marker of I'm a worker. Ignore me.
Yes, don't forget your reflective belt.
Yep. And a clipboard. I carry a clipboard. Everyone ignores people with clipboards.
Tender, but you're whistling. Nobody in the Empire whistles. Nobody's happy.
I'm a Mon Calamari. Of course I. Anyway, I walk. I just stroll up there and try to disable the vehicle.
All right, you're gonna disconnect the engines from the controls.
Yeah,
I
just
guess,
pop
or-
open the hood, take out the cables and stuff like that.
All right, give me a average mechanics check, difficulty 2, with a setback, because you know you're going to end up making some noise doing this.
Doo-doo-doo. Triumph with a threat. Interesting.
All right.
There's no way that ship is going off, is leaving this base without this part I took. but I did make a little bit of noise.
Yes.
I bet what happened is when you disabled it, it sent something back to the control room.
Oh,
Nope.
there
They said
is.
you were. Go ahead.
Well, we already said there's no holocams, so what if it's only a threat? So I could take strain that I scraped myself up a little bit, reaching in there to get it.
There's
You could say Vendry
It
called out.
says with
Tendar,
threat
when are you gonna be
that
done?
you alert some guards, but I think that's assuming you managed to trick the guards outside that you're supposed to be there.
Right.
So yeah, we'll just say go ahead and take a strain.
Yeah. Just reaching in there to get that part, I end up scraping my arm up a little bit.
These Imperial shuttles, Imperial aircraft, they definitely don't make them like they used to. If you're not an engineer, you need to be a trained mechanic to work on these. Otherwise, you have to do some weird contortionist moves.
Well,
to get at the
they're
agency.
Imperials. I have this giant crustacean hand. Just
That too.
squeezing it in there.
That too. It's definitely designed for human.
Yeah. It scraped up my shell.
All right, so yeah, you managed to disable the engine. They're definitely not going anywhere with this, and I'm sure your rebel commander will be pleased with the fact that not only will you be potentially taking this base over, but you've also managed to acquire a Lambda shuttle. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Sweet. All right, what now?
Control room.
All right, so at this point we're going to give everybody 10 XP.
Fine.
For completing a primary goal. You can go ahead and take 5 and spend that now if you want. Basically, if you go down on your character sheets there should be some skill trees. That's probably the easiest, is getting an ability there that you may want.
5?
Everybody got 10.
10.
I could upgrade my mechanics by 1. Or get piloting and grit. Nah. Small repair.
And then we'll also build our destiny pool at this point as well.
Me too. Great mechanic skill. The same.
I'll upgrade my mechanic skill.
All right.
But so you said we got 10, so theoretically I could upgrade my stalker talent and dodge talent.
Depending on where they're at. Are those your train skills?
No, actually, so I gained the stalker talent and the dodge talent.
Oh, is that in your the skill tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. If they're on the first rank, those are 5 each.
Yeah. All it does is it changes, adds a boost die or
boost die.
challenge or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Val will pick up the mechanic skill, 5 points, and the Greek talent to 5 points.
Okay. And then go ahead and clear out your dice roller. And everybody add 1 force die. And let's get a destiny pool built.
Oh. Worst possible result.
Wow!
Come on, your only hope.
What was that?
That is 1 dark with extra dice. We
So,
have 5 black pips.
Same thing didn't clear.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is gonna go well, isn't it? Here come the reinforcements.
Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There we go.
Okay, let's see if we can
That's
survive
awesome.
this one.
All right, so you're gonna make your way to the
Control
command-
room.
Guys, I've got a bad feeling about this.
So the control center, right? That's where you want to head to next.
Yeah.
And then what you remember from the map was it was on the southwest corner of the base. You can go back the way you came, and then head down the long hallway by the hangar, or you can make your way past the barracks and the training center, I believe it was.
Because nobody will be there, right? Well, we're supposed to clear everything out anyway, aren't we? So I guess we have to go by the barracks and the training center.
Yeah, so from where you are, you can either head back down and go down the long stretch of the hallway, or make your way through the training facility, or down the center, the middle of the base, through the barracks.
Okay. What does the soldier say? Kale, how do you want to do it? You're the tactician, right?
I mean, if the idea is to clear this bad boy out, then we should just go the way we have gone and look for guys to pick off as we make our way down.
Okay. Well, why don't I go? Since I took Stalker, since I'm getting really good at the sneaking thing, I look really good when I do it too. Why don't I go first?
All right.
Go right ahead. I'll be right behind you.
That works for me. Of course, I've got a rifle, but okay. I guess I also have a knife I could throw if I really wanted to.
Right.
Okay,
So which way are you heading?
Through you said by the barracks and the training area?
You can either go, there's a hallway that goes into the training facility, and you cut through there, down around towards the west side of the base, or you can come down towards the middle and cut through the barracks.
Oh, okay. Why don't we go through the barracks? We might catch somebody napping.
All right.
Sound good to everybody else?
For your stealth checks, correct, for Stalker?
Yeah, it adds a boost to stealth.
All right, give me a stealth check. I'm going to upgrade the difficulty. It'll be 1 purple, 1 red.
I see your purple and I raise you a blue. Okay. So let's see if I got this right. This should be 2, 1, 1. Go for it. Maybe I'll get lucky for a change.
And go ahead and take that force die off for the next roll. So yeah, you managed to stealthily sneak ahead past everyone and kind of scout out the barracks before they get there.
And there's nobody in there?
You see there's 3 stormtroopers kind of hanging out at a table playing sabacc. So this is relatively, until now, they didn't really realize there was much of a threat. So they're kind of, like I said, the security has been kind of lax. So.
So I know Kale is right behind me, and I don't remember who had the other stun grenade.
I do.
And then with that advantage, give yourself a boost and give me a perception difficulty 2.
Okay, perception. Give myself a boost, difficulty 2. And how do I remove the? You said I should remove the
That's
destiny
just the
die.
minus.
This one.
Nope.
No, not the
Not
Destiny.
that. One from your dice pool.
Oh, okay. I see it. Sorry. There we go. Hey, what do you know? I got a success with an advantage.
All right. That was your perception?
Yep.
Or was that your... wow. Okay. Yeah, you managed to... you also hear around the corner, kind of towards the control center, you can hear the clacking of boots. So there's definitely another patrol of stormtroopers, like I said, nearby.
So that's coming from beyond the
From
barracks,
beyond.
as in through the
Beyond the
barracks on
barracks.
the other side.
Yep, on the other side of the barracks, you can kind of hear some clacking on the metal kind of grate floor. They're not as... You suspect them to be stormtroopers, being that clearly it sounds like boots. They're not as quiet as you guys have been. Like I said, when you were walking through, your footsteps were barely echoes. There's hardly any noise coming off of it. These are definitely harder boots. So you kind of assume there's another patrol of stormtroopers and not the typical guards you've come across so far. Somewhere nearby.
So those footsteps are coming towards us and probably going to be looking at us as they enter the barracks.
You can't tell if they're coming towards you or going away. You just kind of hear the clanking kind of echo down the halls. So you just know that there's another patrol nearby. So
I signal this to Kale. And my thing is I'm like holding the grenade, pull out the grenade and show to him and say, want me to throw it?
So I can see these stormtroopers that he can see, right? That are playing the game.
Were you sneaking up with him?
Yeah, I was right behind him.
All right, go ahead and give me your stealth check as well.
Uh-oh.
That may have been the wrong answer.
Especially with all these Destiny dice in play.
I know. What was the difficulty modifier?
1 purple, 1 red.
Lord. All right.
All right, so you're not as quiet as Vendry, but they're it's a really intense game right now, so they didn't really notice you.
Okay, so if they're all playing a game, they're pretty they're clustered together, right? They're in like a loose circle.
Yeah,
or something.
they're sitting at like a round table. There's 3 of them there.
Well, I'm gonna look at my sneaky friend who's holding the grenade and give him the nod to chuck that grenade down to knock those guys out, if he can make it.
Not quite close enough. Would you like to move closer?
What's it
Would you
going to
like
cost
some
me?
A more difficult sneak.
I'll go for it. So
All right.
more difficult sneak will be what?
We'll do 2 purple, 1 red.
Okay, and okay. Wish me luck. Ooh.
All right, tell us how you alert them.
So let's say I'm sneaking to behind some of the bunks, and I try and like position myself so I can toss the grenade from behind one of the bunks, but I accidentally smash my head into one of the bunks as I'm trying to look around. So the bunk rattles a little bit and makes a little bit of noise.
But you still got an to advantage. Don't forget that.
They can't see me.
All right.
Maybe the advantage is as he bangs his head, Tor comes walking through with his bucket. He's just squeegeeing up, just doing his thing. They hear noise, they look over, and it's the droid. It's the droid.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. They didn't notice you, but they're not as focused on their game anymore.
So seeing my friend just about give us away, I hold my position but motion to him that I've got my blaster at the ready, and give him the go ahead to try that little number.
Okay. Okay, so what do I use to throw the grenade?
Range light.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. What's the difficulty?
Let me see. It's
Well, if it's short
I
range,
know
it's just
it's
one purple.
short, but isn't it? I thought it was still 2 for the difficulty. It just has to be at short range.
No, the short range with any weapon is with any ranged weapon is 1 purple, but at least range light, I think.
Yeah. I know with heavy it's harder.
Yeah.
So
Um,
one
alright.
purple?
So 1 purple.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. What is the crit on the grenade? Is it 3 or 4?
Plus
Was
one.
it the
Well,
was it the stun?
The blast that will trigger 2 of it, whichever trigger the blast quality.
Okay.
Plus 1 damage per uncancelled success symbol on 2 advantages, but I only have 1 advantage. Oh no, I have one. That's right, 1 success symbol, 2
One
advantages.
success for the hit, and then
Right.
you have 3 advantages. And then so in the subtext for the grenade, what type of grenade was it?
A stun grenade.
A stun grenade. There should say something like what effects it'll have depending on what you roll.
You deal 8 stun damage on a hit, plus 1 damage per uncancelled success symbol rolled. This damage is suffered as strain rather than wounds. And then it says blast 8.
Yep.
Hit all
Basically,
characters.
I play Demolitions in my other game, so I know how this works. The main target will get the base damage plus successes,
Ah.
and then adjacent targets will get the blast damage plus successes as stun. So they all take stun. Just the main guy takes 1 set of damage. Everyone else takes another.
So the main guy would take 9 because I had 1 success, and the other ones would take
Also 9.
9 also, since I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you
Okay.
blast it. So you've taken out all 3 of them.
Boom.
Yeah.
But you've
Nice.
alerted the other patrol, and you can hear those boot steps getting louder.
So since I had 1 advantage extra, can I pass that to Kale, who?
Absolutely.
Okay. So then I guess I'm done as I duck behind the bunk again.
So what's Zal and what are you doing, Zal? After you hear this
Okay.
blast.
We go for them.
So you're running into the room.
Take cover.
Hey, what's going on? Ready to shoot, and then you see 3 stormtroopers laid out.
Good work.
I thought you are using stealth, not grenades.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a soldier.
He's got the chops for it. Let me tell you, that wasn't a bad move.
So are we all in the room now?
Yep, you're all in the room, and then so as you guys arrive, the second patrol comes running in. Go ahead and give me your what is it?
Vigilance or cool?
Cool, right? If you're prepared for the fight, it's cool.
If we're staging an ambush, it's cool.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But
So
I think
everybody
this is
roll
an
their-
either-or situation.
Yeah. Whichever one's better. Roll your cool or vigilance unopposed.
My vigilance is 2 green, cool, 1 green, 1 yellow.
So you
Which
probably
one?
You probably need your vigilance. You said was 1 green, 1 yellow.
1 green, 1 yellow. It's cool.
It's cool.
Vigilance, 2 greens. I roll which one?
Yeah. Whichever one you want. The better one. The one.
Oh,
green
the better
yellow.
one. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll let you. Yeah, you just have either one in this case.
With no difficulty.
Correct.
Okay, 2 success.
2 success, 3 success, 1 success. and 2 success. So PC, NPCs, and then 3 PCs. So we'll do 1 of you, 3 of them, and then the remaining 3. Who would like to go first?
Well, I'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I thought you were positioned to go next anyway.
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
Go, go, go!
Yes, as they run in, I'll already have my blaster up and shouldered. Take a shot at the first available trooper.
All right. It's going to be. Look at the map again. I think this is a. We'll do 2 because you guys are probably kind of in the middle where they were at this point. All right. That's a lot of damage. 12 minus 5, 7. All right. You take one of them out. 2. Pen. Oh, come here, Pen.
So what did these look like?
What was that?
These are stormtroopers, right?
Stormtroopers again. Yeah.
Okay.
There's another patrol of stormtroopers. So go ahead and describe, Kale, how you took out one of them as they came running into the barracks, as he's rounding the corner.
So, I mean, he didn't even get a chance to face into the building. As he runs around the corner, he's still getting ready to pivot on his toe. My blaster's already up, and I let that round off and scorch the side of his bucket and drop him.
All right. Seeing this, his buddies are a little bit more cautious. One of them's going to take cover at the corner and fire a shot off at, let's see, there, we'll say at Vendry.
Oh man, but I'm behind the bunks.
It is blaster
If he's
rifle.
going to take a shot at me, I'm going to spend. Sorry if I can interrupt. I took the dodge specifically because if I take the dodge, I can spend a stress before they roll.
Okay.
And give them.
An upgrade.
What?
An upgrade to their difficulty.
Yeah, give them a difficulty die. Upgrade 1 difficulty die to a challenge.
All right.
Purple
And I
becomes
take a
red.
strain. Yeah, and I take a strain to do that.
Pretty nice.
And hopefully I've got cover, so I don't know.
So you have.
Well, if you've got cover, that's a black die as well.
Which black die? You talking a Destiny die?
No, a setback die. If you've got cover.
We'll go ahead and say he does. I'll throw one on there real quick. I wasn't sure how you guys exactly were positioned, but I guess he probably hadn't moved since the blast.
I was trying to hide behind the bunk, remember?
Yep.
Toss the grenade from behind it. I'm a spy.
So, all right,
I just
one
have to look
extra
cool
damage
doing it.
instead of 2. Come on. So that'll be 10 damage minus soak.
Ouch.
Um,
10 damage minus soak. So that's 6.
The other stacks behind the first one that's kneeling, kind of taking cover at the corner. He's standing up, stacked behind him, and aims at Tendar.
Hey,
Oop.
I'm not even armed. Why are you shooting at me?
You're wearing that safety.
I've got the safety vest. That's why I'm a target.
He was in such a hurry getting there that he didn't flip his safety off. So he's aiming down his scope, and he's just click, click.
This seems to be a thing today.
All right, who'd like to go next?
I
Here,
think it
let me
would
show
be
you how
me.
it's done, and I'll shoot him. And now I will flub horribly. I know I will. Let's see. Ranged light. Oh, yeah, I'm totally going to screw this up. I'll spend Destiny if that's okay.
Okay.
Now he's got cover or something? Or is this guy?
One of them does, one does not. Um,
What about the one who just
so
tried to shoot at me? Did he have cover?
he does not. It's a minion group, though, so
Okay.
go ahead and do the setback anyway, I guess, since they share their wounds.
Woohoo! I
Nice.
totally dropped the guy who just tried to shoot me. So there, bleep, bleep, bleep.
Right through the scope.
And I blow non-present smoke off the tip of my blaster. And
Very stylish. All right.
and I go get cover myself because that's enough heroism for the engineer.
Oh, wait. No difficulty.
Oh,
Give me two purples by themselves.
oh, this could suck. Wait, aren't they short range?
That's still medium. Because you guys are like in the middle. And they're at the edge.
Okay, so it would have been a threat as well. Let's see.
So you spent the last of your power cell. You're gonna have to do a reload if you have some. Otherwise, you're gonna need to.
Or in my jubilation of having taken that guy out, I like yay yay, and I go to recover, and I happen to slip on the wet floor that Tor has just made, mopping through, and I fall on my ass.
All right.
And
There
I'll
we
take
go.
a strain or something.
Yeah, that'll work. You have to spend a maneuver to get up next turn.
Yeah. Like yay yay! Oh crap!
And as you fall and catch yourself, and you realize it's not just water, but it's still that blood left over in his mop
Ah,
from
it's on the backside
from the
now.
hanger.
I'm covered in imperial goo. They don't pay me enough for this crap. Wait, they don't pay me at all. What am I saying?
Zal or Vendry, who's next?
I think it
Go
would
next
be
then.
me.
Yeah.
Can you update me the scene where everyone are?
Well, Tendar's on his butt in a pile of dirty blood water.
In the back of the room. He is at the back of the room.
Vendry is taking cover behind one of the bunks where he almost knocked himself out trying to sneak in. And then Kale's kind of out in the open in the middle of the room.
And the stormtroopers are on
The stormtrooper is taking cover at the entrance to the barracks.
just one.
He's behind. Yeah, there's just one. He's
Just
on his
one.
knee, kind of behind the corner, peeking out.
Okay. Can I take cover and shot?
You can.
Shoot him?
Mhm.
Okay.
If you take cover behind one of the bunks, he'll have a setback die aiming
Okay.
at you.
Okay, I have a heavy blaster pistol. Ranged light is three greens, one yellow.
Okay, and it's going to be 2 difficulty.
2 difficulty. Okay, let's go. All right.
Wow.
5 success. I think I can activate something. Critical injury.
That is with the advantages, but that's a lot of hits. So that's 4 extra damage on top of your base damage of 7, correct?
Yeah, the base damage 7.
So yeah, you overcharge the power cell and drain it completely in this shot. So you're going to need to do a reload. But like I said, this overcharge shot just decimates this trooper. Go ahead and describe it to us.
Okay, but it can almost explode, being extremely heat, and I fall it on the ground and make some screams. Woman screams.
All right. From what you can tell, you don't hear any other patrols coming. At this point, you guys can make your way through the barracks, out into the hall, towards the control center.
Okay, let's go to the control center, everyone.
Did you have any reloads, Val? Or do you need to grab one of these blaster rifles?
Reloads.
Yeah, just grab a charge pack from them. Or just grab their carbines in general.
Yeah, I didn't know if does your character sheet say if you have any reload?
No, I don't have any reload right here.
So yeah, you may want to, if you look at the three that were knocked out by the stun grenade, you'll find some blaster rifles. If you want to grab one of those, or a vibro knife.
Okay, I pick up the blast rifle. Just miss.
Okay.
Range heavy.
That's gonna be ranged heavy.
No one has blaster pistols.
Nope, they don't have any pistols.
Oh, all right. Okay, I will pick up some rifle.
All right, it's gonna be damage 9.
All right.
And then 3 for a critical injury. 3 advantage.
And Venry would like to pick up one of the vibroblades.
Okay. That is going to, it's a little different in this than the ones in the books. So this one is melee damage 4, range engage, 2 advantage for critical injury, pierce 2, reduces the target soak by 2. Do you need any of that again?
I think I got it. If I use it, you can remind me again if I.
Okay.
So then we move forward. Or am I going to be in stealth on point again? It worked so well the last time, right? Unless Kale, anybody else wants to go first? No takers. Okay, Vendry goes first.
Are you sneaking out there again?
Sure. After all that noise, why not?
So as you lead the way down. What's that?
Sorry. Anyone has any wounds? Are anyone hurt?
Good point. I'll use a stim. How do you use the stim packs?
It's just a maneuver, so you can use it basically at will right now. So you just stick yourself with a stim pack and add 4 wounds to your health.
Then I do that.
Oh man.
Gotta keep going. We're wearing out the GM. We're almost there.
So as you head down the hallway, your path is clear. You've taken out the patrol. There was only basically standing between you and the control room. You approach the solid blast door, and a nervous voice crackles through the comm on the door. Theta Squad, this is the control room. What's going on out there? Report!
Tender, you have the
situation normal. Everything's fine. How are you?
Give me your deception.
Oh, this is going over wonderfully.
And then I'm going to actually upgrade the difficulty because you don't speak like a human.
Oh,
So it's going to be
God.
2
I have
red
1 green.
and a purple.
This is not a time for... what's my difficulty?
2 red and a purple.
Everybody wants to be a spy.
I don't think I can pull this off. I didn't actually... Well, yeah. I don't know what to do with that.
At least you're consistent.
At least there's no despairs or actual failures, just thread. Alright, they just not gonna believe any damn thing we tell them from here on out.
No, let me
We could
see.
tell them that we are rebels here to take over the base, and they would not believe us. Sorry.
Let me see what I can do with that.
This is too good of an opportunity to pass up, right? 5 threats.
Yeah. So yeah, they clearly know that you're definitely not the patrol. So they're gonna lock down the door and attempt to sound the alarm, but nobody's going to come to their aid because you've taken out the patrols so far. And then they will, since they've locked down the control room, instead of it being the standard lock, it's going to be an upgraded difficulty to get in
Okay.
without having to spend a die. So that's what we'll do with the 3 of them there. And then
I turn to the other and say, whenever I think I should try lying, stop me. In the future, just don't let me.
So yeah, would you like to try to use your computers?
Yeah,
To get through
I'm
this
better
door,
at that one.
Can Vendry assist?
You can.
So how do
Absolutely.
What's your intelligence and/or computer skill?
my computer skill is? Oops, I have to find it because this sheet's confusing. 2 greens, 1 yellow.
2 greens, 1 yellow. So my computer's is better, and so you would give me a blue die.
Do I have to roll to give you a blue die?
No, it just
No.
you're helping, so that's
Good.
it just
Yeah, depending on your intelligence and your computer skill, how they compare to
my
his intelligence
is
computer
4, my
skill, you
computer's
can
is 2. So
upgrade them. Otherwise, if it's the same, basically you just get a boost die. So,
so what's my difficulty?
so it'll be 2 purple and a red.
Okay. I
You don't
yeah
disable the lock, but you've bypassed the override, so
yeah.
your next check will be easier.
Yeah, okay. I'll try again. One.
So just 3 purple.
There we go.
There you go. So yeah, you just
Oh, right. It's in this folder. Tap, 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 tap.
the door just
I'm ready
flies
to
open.
enter, and I wave to the other guys. All right, y'all ready? Ready.
Good.
Click. And
So,
open the door.
Go for it.
The door slides open almost immediately. And then you guys start pushing your way into the control center. You guys are rushing in with your blasters drawn, and you find yourself in a room full of computer screens and the startled operators within. They see the weapons. They raise their hands to surrender. Sweeping the room, you see various lesser officers, but not the lieutenant in charge of the facility. You cautiously pick your way through the room, taking their sidearms and looking for where the commanding officer might have gone. At this point, go ahead and give yourself a blaster pistol, Zal. You've taken one off of one of the officers.
All right.
As you take it, he shudders slightly, and his eyes flick instinctively to the large desk in the corner of the room. You make your way to the desk, and your comrades shove it aside, revealing a loose panel. Beneath it, there's a tunnel that leads into the ground beneath the base. The long, narrow path extends into the darkness, into the direction of the garage. You wheel on the surrendering officers. Before you can even raise your voice in anger, one of them shudders again and blurts out a confession. Lieutenant Serif's headed to the comm station a few clicks from here. He's probably sending a message to the Moth right now that Whisper Base has fallen. The other officers in the room turn to look darkly at the man who snapped. You'll need to intercept Lieutenant Serif before he can report in.
Okay. You said it's a few clicks away, right?
Yes.
So he's either taking a speeder or he's got one of the walkers.
Indeed.
Or he's stupid and is running on foot, but I doubt
Or
it.
it depends on how panicked he is. He could be trying to
Alright,
run
we
some
go out
foot, but
front.
more than likely, I mean, he's heading to the garage, so he's probably getting a vehicle.
Alright, well, yeah, head out front.
Yeah, I'm gonna start running towards the garage back the way that we had come.
Yeah, if only we'd lock down or disable those walkers.
You think?
Yeah. Never trust the GM when he says, don't worry about it.
Actually,
It'll go
I didn't know
fine,
that
sure.
either. I didn't read this far into the module, so.
Sure you didn't.
So we're gonna like tie them up somehow, or what are we gonna do with the people here?
Yeah, shoot him with stun bolts. Blam, 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 blam.
Nice. We're the good guys, right?
I said to stun. They'll have a headache, and that's it. And then we tie him up or do something.
So if they're going through the corridor back to the hangar, Vendor's going to finally get a chance to use his electro goggles and go through the tunnel.
All right, you can crawl through the tunnel with your goggles on, and you meet up with everybody else in the garage, and you actually make it there faster because you're crawling through a dark tunnel. It's a bit shorter, but you can see because you have the goggles. All right, so as you guys enter the garage, you notice that one of the walkers is, in fact, gone. There are 8 speeder bikes, and then the one walker that you guys had appropriated at the beginning of the mission. What would you like to do?
Abscond with the other walker.
Who else has gunnery?
I have.
Got it.
Who doesn't? Zal?
I have gunnery.
Oh, okay. Well, since I did so well at gunnery, Vendor might decide to take a speeder instead.
Well, if we want to take him out, like shooting him with the cannons on this ST is probably a good idea. And he's facing away, so he can't shoot back.
If he's alone in it, yeah.
No, I mean, he's facing forward. The guns are forward. He's not going to be able to shoot back at us.
Good point.
Mhm.
So who's going to get in the walker?
The three of you, three can fit in. You can have a pilot, a gunner, and an engineer.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
So who's in the walker?
I get inside. I can take
I'll be in there and trying
piloting.
to jam signal transmissions. So if he hasn't signaled for help yet, he won't be able to.
Well, and Vendry has gunnery of 3, so if he's now more familiar with it, maybe he'll give it a shot again if I'm the best gunner.
And I point out, hit the pink button. No safety. That one.
The pink.
I have gunnery 4, 3 greens, 1 yellow.
Oh, well, okay, then you could be the gunner. My piloting is 2 greens, 1.
Wait, who has more yellows on their gunnery?
I have 1 yellow on gunnery and 2 yellows on piloting.
How about you, Chris?
I have no yellows on piloting. Oh, well, that's not true. I have 1 yellow, 2 greens on piloting, and on gunnery I have, why did I just lose it? 3 greens.
Okay, so Zal's better at the gunnery.
Figures.
By 1 yellow.
Okay, I'm piloting the gun.
Yeah, okay. And so I'm piloting the walker this time? I gotta drive.
Yeah.
Hold on a
Vendry's driving?
trade-off as
Okay.
necessary.
Zal's gunner. All right. And then what are you doing, Kale? Well, they're trying to decide who's going to drive and shoot.
I'm going to be mounting up on one of the speeders.
Because you'll look cool.
All right. So you guys start up the walker and the speeders and rush out of the hangar in pursuit of Lieutenant Seraph. You can kind of see the trail through. I mean, it's pretty easy. You know, it's pretty thick jungle canopy that you guys traversed to get here. So it's clear what direction he went. He took a walk.
Oh, no, not now.
You know, there's a clear path on the direction he's heading towards the other comm station.
So we're chasing him, right?
Yes.
And now proceed with the shooting.
Suddenly, you see an alert flare to life on the vehicle, warning that a group of objects is moving in quickly from behind. The signal indicates that they are Imperial, likely sent by Seraph to cover his retreat. With a shriek, a pack of speeder bikes carrying scout troopers comes tearing past, firing a salvo of blaster bolts at your craft. So, now we have vehicle combat.
So, can I use my dodge if I'm driving a walker?
Probably not.
I would think not, but it doesn't say anything about it.
I don't think the @ST is nimble enough to actually dodge.
I like the creativity there.
You haven't seen me drive one of these things yet.
Okay, now I'm picturing it like
Stumbling
bouncing
over
on
its
one
feet.
leg and kicking out like a ninja.
Exactly.
Yeah!
Uh-huh. Because I do it with style.
Crane kick with @SAT.
So how do we work this?
As far as the dodge,
Oh, I'm not going to be a stickler for the dodge. I would imagine it only applies to melee combat, but
I mean, walkers aren't very agile. I'm sure if you try to dodge in a walker, it would topple over.
okay. So
do
you want us to do vigilance rolls or?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do initiative. So we'll go for Yeah, like I said, I think we lost Kale. I'm not sure.
I think we lost his voice.
Yeah.
So he just has to be the strong silent type.
Where is there? Cool. We'll just do.
That's okay. We're probably making such a ruckus in the walker we wouldn't be able to hear Kale anyway. Everybody telling me how to drive. You know, I've got 2 backseat drivers.
All right, so Kale's phone's down, but we'll try and relay what he's doing since no one else can hear him or see what he's saying. All right. Like I said, it's always something. I have the worst luck.
It's those destiny dice, man.
All right. Vigilance is willpower or presence?
Willpower.
Willpower, okay.
Cool is presence.
Cool is presence, all right. We'll roll cool. Where's my roller at? There we go. So yeah, everybody roll your vigilance, and then I'm going to roll cool. Oops. That was bad. Let's try that again. 2, 1.
So the guy who rolled blank, does he just not get to go?
He just goes
Nah.
last, basically. They'll probably act. 1, 3, 1. All right. And we'll have one of them take shots at you, and then the other 2 will go separate. I know you're kind of supposed to do them all together, but they are firing at you first. Actually, no. We'll keep them last. We'll let you guys go first. What's your vigilance, Kale? He can't roll either. We need to roll for him. Oh, there it is. Never mind. He can roll. Sweet. 2. You guys all go first. Who wants to go first? As the let's see, Vendry, as the driver, you can, for your action, take a shortcut. You can race through the dense jungle trying to reach or escape an enemy by weaving between the trees. Probably not so much in the walker, but not as either in the speeders, I guess, either. Especially if anyone's seen Andre pilot a speeder.
Yeah. Yeah. So the options are what? Try and dodge their shots, or try and go faster to get to the target, maybe?
So, like I said, it has a shortcut action, so you can kind of weave through the trees a little bit as gracefully as a walker can. For a maneuver, you can move same way as it works for normal action for the moving. One range band at a time. And then you also have evasive maneuvers for a maneuver. You can send the vehicle on an erratic course to avoid fire. When using this, if you're attacked, the difficulty is upgraded. So basically, it acts as your dodge. So you basically have a dodge with it.
I'll try and do a shortcut.
And then you have the stay on target for another maneuver to kind of keep them. I mean, they're behind you right now, but when they do pass or whatever, you can use that to upgrade the gunner's ability from green to yellow.
And I guess theoretically we could come to a standstill and maybe the speeders would zoom by us.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a.
Or like a dodge behind a big tree or something like that and stop, and then they might zoom by again and we get a good shot at them.
You can do that like a shortcut.
Okay. So
Kind
what do you want?
Go ahead and do. See, it's an opposed piloting check. So your piloting skill against theirs, and theirs is. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Theirs are. It's gonna be 3 red.
3 reds?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So is that a fate dice that I can use?
You can use a force die or
A force die?
destiny point.
And that gives
Absolutely.
me what? That gives me.
That'll upgrade a green to a yellow.
Okay, I'll do that. If nobody objects, I think this might be a good time for that.
Going to flip that.
Yep.
Yep.
Here we go. Wish me luck. Oh! Wait, that's not me.
All right.
What did that come out as? There we go.
2
Hey!
successes.
2 successes.
Hey!
So
Yeah!
you
dropped.
managed to kind of outmaneuver them and duck into the tree or duck into the dense foliage and kind of hide behind a tree, and they fly past you.
I picture the walker like pulling a branch
Yeah.
across his face.
Nice.
The walker hides behind a tree.
Like, exactly.
Who would like to go next?
So hopefully it's Zal who can take a shot at
Can
him.
I shot them on the back. Let me see.
So with the it's going to be difficulty 3 for gunnery.
Okay.
For your maneuver, you can aim still and gain a boost die.
Nice. So I am gain a boost die. 3 greens, 1 yellow, 1 boost dice. The difficulty 3. Yes, 3.
Yes.
3 purple. Let's go.
Wow. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that's definitely a crit.
Maybe he manages to get one of the speeders to crash into another one?
Nice, I
He's
like
shooting
it.
at the other ATSAT.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I'd say he takes out the leg of the other ATSAT.
we haven't caught up to him yet.
Oh.
Right now you're just dealing with the 4 speeder bikes that came up from behind you.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So yeah, you hit one of them, and then the other goes to swerve and dodge the fire and the exploding speeder, and ends up flying smack into one of the trees, and you take him out as well.
Nice.
Obviously, we had it backwards last time. I should drive and you should shoot.
And then as engineer, there's nothing that
Yeah.
really needs to be done. There's no damage to the walker as of
Tender,
right now.
can you boost anything? Maybe
is there
give us
anything you'd like to do while you're in there, inside, or?
Well, yeah, maybe I can help boost the performance of this. Have it go faster. Would that be possible? Give it like a speed boost?
You're gonna try speed boosting?
I got mechanics too, so. Like, oh, here, if you hit.
Is that what you
I
said?
got the pieces that I took from the Lambda shuttle. It's like, hey, if I plug these into here, I can make it go faster.
So we're gonna have a turbocharge?
Yeah, a turbocharged walker.
Give me a mechanics check. We'll make it 4 difficulty though. It's not gonna be
4.
something easy to do, especially while you're while he's
The
dodging
engine's
behind
already
trees
going.
and blasting it.
Alright, mind if I spend this destiny point on this one? Y'all?
Alright.
Okay, by me, I want to see this walker fly.
Alright. Here goes nothing. Success, but with threat.
Alright,
Alright,
you can make it run faster now.
it goes faster, but in order for us to use the pieces that I used here, I'd have to the pieces I use to overcharge this are broken and need repair.
What we'll do is actually what we'll do is it'll be harder to maneuver. It'll be harder to drive because of how it's going. It can go faster now, but if you try to do a
Speed +1, handling -1.
yeah, basically.
All right.
Me, me.
Get ready to run like a crazed chicken.
Roadrunner. Me, me.
All right, and then Kale, what would you like to do?
What's a chicken?
All right, so Kale's going to try to lure a couple of the other speeders into following him on a large passing loop back around towards the ATST. To line up a shot, I'm assuming, for them. So you will do your. We will do. Call that a shortcut as well. So your piloting check against theirs of. There's only 2 now, so it would be 3 purples. Here's the folder. All right. So you managed to whip through the trees and kind of lure them into following you around, but you had a couple close calls. So take 2 strain for those threats. You like barely missed a couple trees as you were zipping through. Back to them. They are in pursuit. They're going to follow, and they do have what Vendry was asking in the chat if Kale had a weapon, and they do. Like I said, the speeders did fire on them. There are blasters on the front.
So that means Kale, theoretically, if he loops around, he could shoot out the walker also.
He could. It has a let's see. It's an Aerotech 74Z Bravo, an uncommon variant. This one is fitted with a heavier weapon. Allows it to attack heavily armored targets, but it means that it cannot operate for as long in the field.
No, Kale, not the toes. You want to get its knees.
Go for the knees. No, go for the eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes.
So yeah, let's see if I can stay on target. Sorry, this is where the game slows down. I'm not familiar with the vehicles yet. I'll roll there. Piloting against Kale's. Yours was 3, so 3 and 3. We'll see if they stay with you. The first one does. A couple near misses. Actually, we'll say, since I don't have strain, we'll say he clips a branch, and he'll take a damage. And the other one does not stay with you. He fails to keep up through the trees, but he manages to make his way back to the ATST that the group is in. So he's coming up behind them, and the other one's staying with you. He will... That's it. He's not close enough to fire yet. So back to the walker.
So do we have any more in front of us that can be shot at?
Not in front, no. But there's another one kind of coming up. Kind of from behind. From a... probably from your... We'll say like 4 or 5 o'clock position. He's kind of coming at an angle. He was trying to chase Kale, but wasn't able to keep up with him. So he's cutting back across to make contact with you guys again.
Okay. So these things are armed heavily, so theoretically they might be able to take out a walker?
They would. They have the potential to, but they have to get in close.
Okay.
Closer range.
Then I'm going to try and dash this thing. Since we speed boosted it, I'm going to try and dash it to catch up with the lieutenant. Not let him get close to me.
All right. So you're going to be running down the path.
Uh-huh. Meep. So that would be...
I think it's just a punch it action or maneuver.
Right. So it's just going to be piloting again, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll do a skill check just to make sure that you can still maintain control of this thing with its enhanced speed.
Okay, so that's right, you said there were going to be minuses to it. What did you say it was going to be?
Well, like I said, normally I wouldn't have you do anything for just a regular maneuver, just for moving. That's just a maneuver.
Okay.
But since you're trying to run with it with this enhanced speed, I'm going to have you do your piloting check with 3 purple.
Okay, here we go.
Actually, we'll do...
add black dice instead of purple dice?
Sorry. Failed anyway, but...
No, hold on. I'm trying to think of... Like I said, I'm making this up here.
Yeah.
So
I thought it was adding setback, not difficulty.
Like I said, he's trying to run in this thing through the jungle. Excuse me, sorry. Let's do it with 2 instead of 3. There we go.
2 successes.
Yeah. You manage to so you get this thing going. You get back onto the somewhat clearing, the path that Lieutenant Seraph made.
Yep.
And you kind of open it up a little bit and get it running, and you manage to maintain control of it and move 3 range bands instead of 1.
Ah! Okay.
I dubbed thee the Chocobo.
And at this point, you can kind of see him up ahead. He's not in range yet, but you're gaining on him.
He looks in his rearview mirror and he goes, ah!
And that means the speeder should be having trouble keeping up with us then.
Correct.
Yay!
All right, what are you doing, Zal?
I can shoot. He's far away so far.
He's far. It'll be a difficulty 4.
I will try.
And I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. I'm gonna use a destiny point.
Ooh.
So 3 purple, 1 red.
Okay. My Gunnery is 3 green, 1 yellow.
Yeah, pretty equal.
3 purple,
odds.
1 red.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Wow, daunting shot. That's
Whoa!
Whoa.
Wow. All right.
well. You hit, but
But
all right. Let me see what his health and your damage is real quick, because that's going to play in how we
I've got an idea.
work this out. Let me see.
I've got an idea, Fjord. Can I suggest something?
Mm-hmm.
All right, with all the success, we managed to take out the legs of his walker.
Mm-hmm.
But the despair and the threat is that the blasting of the gunnery and the overcharged running completely blows out our own motivators. And so our own walker stops moving. So now we all have to get out of our walkers and run on foot for the rest of the way after each other.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like... is that the despair? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. We successfully stopped him in his walker, but the despair stopped us as well.
everyone out.
And it's not like the end of
Basically what I was
Talladega
going to
Nights
get
where
to,
they're like,
so.
their cars are both dead, they just gotta keep running.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's a foot race.
Yeah, that's kind of what along the lines I was thinking. So I'm definitely all right with that.
So, whoa,
So, yeah, so,
we fall over.
Okay, I'm getting out from the walker. Let's chase him.
All right, so you spend your maneuver to climb out from the wreckage, and then we go on to Tendar.
I get out of the wreckage as well and bolt after him. I guess that's
All right. You think that's 2 maneuvers. Is there an action you want to do instead, or?
I could take 2 strain and get an extra movement action.
I said,
Yeah.
that'd be your moving up closer.
Yeah.
Because
I
spending
don't
one
think
maneuver
he's
to get
within medium range, is he?
Can I
he's
do
still
Can I do it also?
right at this point. He's still at kind of extreme range.
Yeah. My blaster pistol ain't gonna hit crap.
So if you're going to spend this 2 strain and move, you'll move up to long range at that point.
All right, I'll go up to long range.
Can I follow him using my strength points?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can take 2 strain and move up to long range with him if you want.
Okay.
And then back to Kale. All right, so Kale's hearing the large blasts and all the commotion, trees falling and stuff. He's gonna steer his speeder towards the commotion to see what's going on with his comrades. Meanwhile, keeping scanning for targets, and you actually see you come across the speeder that broke off from chasing you and tried to instead come back on the walker. It is a gunnery check of 3 difficulty. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's to hit the pilot. If you want to hit the speeder, it'll be 2. 3 if you want to hit the pilot. All right. You take out the the speeder, and the pilot goes flying off into the jungle. No longer a threat. Meanwhile, the other speeder. What was it? Oh man. And then the other speeder is coming up behind you. He's able to catch up at this point and take a shot at you as well. Also aiming for you instead of the bike. So 3 and 3. All right, there we go. And he hits 5 damage minus your soak. No, I'm sorry, 4 minus soak. At this point, we'll add Lieutenant Serov to it, and he's climbing out of his wrecked walker, and he's going to take 2 strain and run further away, taking cover. He's running into the jungle. 2 strain. All right, back around to the top. Would you like to go first?
Can be me.
Sure.
We are chasing him.
You are chasing him. Yep, he just ran. So you're at extreme range again.
Okay, I will use another 2 points of strain and done 2 maneuvers to short our distance.
Okay. So you're up to medium.
Okay, another 2 strain.
Who's next?
And my partner Chaser, there was another guy with me who was, I don't remember.
Tendar, I think, was kind of following behind you.
Yeah, Tender had gotten out. I hadn't had my turn yet, so I'd used my turn with the walker.
Or I'm sorry, not Tendar, but no, Tendar.
Yeah, Tender was outside. I hadn't had a chance to get out yet. Vendry hadn't had a chance to get out yet.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, because it was your last turn. So
Yep.
yeah, Vendry's getting out now.
But Tender can go first.
All right, I just keep running after the guy and hope I catch up to him.
Are you gonna stay with Zal and take another 2 strain?
Yeah. So that's 2 maneuvers. Well, actually, if I'm spending my action as maneuver, then yeah, I don't think you need to spend the strain. I just move twice.
No, but it's still just the 1 maneuver. Because you only get the 1.
No, but you can spend
Whether
your
you do an action or
in
not.
in lieu of an action, you can spend the action to do a maneuver. Like you can do your regular maneuver and then your action as a maneuver to move twice without spending strain.
Yeah, I thought it still cost the 2 strain though. Any
No, that's only if
maneuver
you're
over
trying
1.
to do in addition to a regular action, 2 maneuvers.
All right, I'll have to look into that one. That's new to me.
That's bless you. So I have a blaster rifle. What's the range on that?
The rifle is long, I believe. Is it the one you picked up off this trooper?
No, I had it. I had it initially.
It should be long. if I remember right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does say long. Okay. Well, then I'm going to use. So if I did 2 maneuvers of movement, how close would that get me?
Let's see.
You said he was extreme initially.
He was extreme initially, and then he went one more. So climbing out and then moving one would put you at extreme.
So I'd still be at extreme.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's all I'm doing. He's just out of range. There's nothing else I can do. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this turn.
Okay.
So it's up to the guy on the speeder bike to take care of this.
Or at least slow him down.
He still has
You're on a swoop. Go run that guy down.
So what are you doing, Kale? All right.
Swoop missile.
All right, he's going to try and run down the lieutenant. So you're still a ways back. So it'll be a couple turns before you catch up.
But doesn't a swoop move at planetary scale and not personal scale?
I'm not sure. Because I think they said the maneuvers are the same. Where'd it go? Lost my page. There it is. Three. So at this point, we'll say he's caught up to where you guys are now, because he was back where you were before you dashed down the path. So next turn he'd be able to enclose on the lieutenant, since he can move faster. Meanwhile, there's another speeder bike coming up behind, but he is not. Oh yeah. Okay, so 3 and 3. 3 and 2. Shooting at this bike. Alright, so he hits and damages Kale's speeder. 5, 6 damage. Let's see. No armor, no defense. 2. Alright, he takes out the speeder bike. And Kale kind of goes tumbling off over by the wrecked ATST. At this point, Lieutenant Serev is going to take cover behind a fallen tree in the jungle and take an additional 2 strain to aim at, let's see, we have Zal. We'll aim at Zal this time. Let's see, it's 10. Light blaster pistol, skill 4, range 2.
Whoa.
Oh man! All right, so That's 8. No, I'm sorry, 9 minus soak.
My soak is 4.
And then, so 5 damage.
5 damage.
And then his blaster is just done. He no longer has a light blaster pistol.
Nice.
It's jammed up so bad. Sports is not going to fix this malfunction. All right, back to the top. Oh, I forgot about the boost too. So who's like to go next?
What are the ranges of the targets from me, from Vendry? So we've got the.
They are from you. They're still 4. Well, the speeder behind you, coming up behind you, is 3.
Okay, then I'd like to take a shot at the speeder, the guy on the speeder.
Okay.
He's gonna pay for that.
Okay, so you said it would be, what would the disadvantage be? 3?
Yeah, the difficulty is going to be 3.
Okay. So I got 2 successes and 1 threat.
All right. So you hit. You're going to take a strain. What is it? You had the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 11 damage then?
Let's see. So it was 2 successes. 9 damage plus 1 damage per uncancelled success, so 11 damage. Yeah.
All right. Yep. You take him out. Go ahead and describe it.
So hit him in the right shoulder. He flies off of his bike, smacks into a tree. And I guess that's about all I can really hope for. Not sure what the threat would be.
The speeder is taken out too.
Damn. I guess that makes sense if he was going at speed.
Oh yeah, it's going to go veering off and crash.
It's a foot chase for everybody.
Yeah. That evens the odds.
Yep.
All right. Who's next?
Well,
And-
Tendar's going to be huffing and puffing all the way over to this guy.
And I'd still like to take at least one. I'd like to then also maneuver if I can to finish it. So run to keep moving towards him,
Okay.
Lieutenant. Just
You're
one.
now range 3.
Okay. Thanks.
So
All
what
right.
range am I from him?
You stayed up with Zal.
Yeah.
All right. You're 2, and you can see him now.
Okay.
He's you see him kind of hiding taking cover behind a log.
Well,
Can we surround him?
You can try, yeah, absolutely.
get up closer to him, spend maneuver to close another range band, and say, I think surrender is your best option at this point.
Never.
You're a dumb thing I can't say on.
Well,
You
you
rebel
started.
scum will never take this space. I'll
You
alert forces. We'll have a Star Destroyer here before any reinforcements of yours can arrive.
I gave you a chance, but you are clearly too stupid to live. So, I guess take a shot at him if I can. Am I close enough?
You are, yep. 2 difficulty, but it'll be a setback.
All right. So is it medium range or?
Yes.
All right.
And then 1 setback.
Let me check. Okay.
Oh, uh-oh.
Mind if I spend the destiny point?
Sure.
We have a destiny point to spend.
No.
Oh,
I shoot the log he's hiding behind, and it spurts up enough debris that he has an extra bit of concealment for the next shot.
All right.
Well, sorry, guys. Sorry.
okay, it's me or NPC.
It is you.
Okay, I was surrounding him, so maybe this extra concealment doesn't bother me.
In order to, it would take you another turn in order to come kind of at his flank. So you can move off into the woods, but it would take you another move to kind of come around him and get around the log.
Okay, I will spend another 2 points of strength
Okay.
and to do double move and try to shot him.
Okay. Go ahead. 2 difficulty, no setback.
2 difficulty, ranged light.
Yep. Because you got
3
that
greens.
pistol. You got a pistol back from one of those officers.
Yeah. 3
But
greens.
it's a light blaster, not a heavy blaster, so it'll be damage 5 instead of 7.
Yeah. 3 greens, 1 yellow, 2 purple, right? 2
Yep.
purple?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Nice.
All right. Let's see. I haven't taken any damage yet. It's not going to kill him, but what we can do is
With a triumph, couldn't he get a crit?
for this the crits are automatic kills,
Okay.
but he's still. I mean, he's full health still. Let me see. So 2. It's 5 damage. You had 1 extra success or 2. 1. 6. 4. Yeah, go ahead. Tell us how you take him out, because that'd be your regular shot would have taken him down half, so the triumph can finish him off.
All right, I give a shot on the back of the head.
All right.
You shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah, back of the head.
Yeah, so he's shooting him from the flank, and it hits him in the back
Oh, right.
of the head.
What's that?
That was a Wilhelm scream,
Nice.
right?
Yep.
All right, so with Lieutenant Sarah out of the way, Whisper Base is now yours. Marv Dodano will eventually realize that his listening post is no longer active. But still, you've won a great victory today for the rebels, and a chance to prepare for the coming storm. That's it.
Oh, good.
Woohoo.
No more running.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Hope you guys had fun. It was kind of slow. Like I said, it's a learning game.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you guys are able to pick some up and get in some more games in the future for sure.
Yep. This is fun.
Definitely. Thank you.
It was nice. Thank you so much.
But maybe